Let's listen to this.
And others at the Grand Lodge of the Men had 42 laws called now the negative confession, one for each known. They go like this: I have not killed man nor woman. I have not spoken ill of the gods. Moses is supposed to born in Egypt, they said, at a place called Sukkot. Already, it says that Moses get the 10 Commandments on Mount Sinai. Mount Sinai is still in Africa, right? The Sinai Peninsula is a part of Egypt. More so, is it possible for Moses to be born in Egypt, educated in Egypt? At age 85, he's still in Egypt, and he did not learn the negative confessions. Is it possible for you to go to school, born in the United States, go to kindergarten, elementary, junior high school, and college, and never heard of the United States Constitution? This is impossible for Moses, that everybody had to read the negative confession 5 times a day. For Moses not to have seen those 40 laws and extracted 10 of them means 32 more. Now, if you can go to the temple of Setaiwan at Abydos, to go to the tomb of Ramesses VI at the Valley of the Kings, go to the temple of Edfu, where you would, by the way, see the story of an immaculate conception and a virgin birth. How do you want to believe before the Mary of Jesus story? I don't know the fact. No, you understand.
Let me just put it in the form of a question here. And I don't want to stop it, because it is for information. But what you're trying to get me to believe is that Moses didn't get the 10 Commandments from Mount Sinai, but he got them
from his fellow Africans.
Moses was the high priest in Egypt. He was the high priest of the Egyptians in Egypt. Then what was he teaching? He wasn't the high priest of the Jews.
There were no Jews in those days. They called themselves. Remember now, there were no Israel yet. Israel is not until 1196.
Grace, I'm thinking about Sister Vicky again. I'm always thinking about Sister Vicky. We're going to have to watch us some Sister Vicky Dillard, Fly Nubian Queen. Good day and gratitude, family. This is Face the Nation with Bolden Unchained again. Yes, Sister Vicky Dillard with Fly Nubian Queen. She's been on my mind a lot. She has been on my mind a lot. And our other sister, Jasmine Crockett. Yeah, we have such phenomenal family out here fighting for us, fighting for our ancestors. Do you hear me? This is who they fight for. When you hear the power, when you hear the pride in their voice, oh, it just sent chills right down your spine. I promise y'all, I am not lying. Where's the lie? Sister Vicky Dillard. If we only knew the power, the greatness. Black people, so exceptional. So exceptional. But so much is hidden from us. So much is hidden from us. Everyone in on the hiding. Everyone taking a little bit, hide a little bit more. Take a little bit, hide a little bit more. But none of that is going to stop Black America from waking and rising, because the cosmos is on our side. Y'all say it all the time. Well, God on my side, who could be against me? Or something about your enemies and stuff. Same thing I'm saying. I know with the cosmos, all the multiverses, the entire multiverse is on our side. The entire multiverse manifested the Black man, the Black woman. Yeah. The entire multiverse. Our little minds can understand. We can comprehend one universe. But multiple universes. And y'all, let's get the formalities out the way. Because you know how it is. When you bold and you unchained. Ain't no stopping you. Can't nobody hold you down. Can't nobody stop you. Can't nobody sway you because you're bold and you unchained. You're not held down. It ain't no excuses. It ain't no primps and props. It ain't no glitter, no gold. When you're not chained up, you're not held to what everybody is held to. What look good to everybody else don't look good to the bold. Because see, the bold is on something totally different. The bold is on the bold, not the meeker, not the little bit, not just the shiny. We're different. We are so different. I don't even know where to begin. That's why we're starting with the hurt. Because if we don't get through the hurt, Black America, we will never see. We will never know our greatness. As long as we keep in this hurt, as long as we stay in this hurt. That's how I see it. And that's how I'm going to tell it. The hurt, the traumatized. That's all of us. We all got PTSD, post-traumatic slave disorder. We done started watching some videos on it. Dr. Joyce DeGrasse, go look her up on YouTube. Yeah, but the hurt, we got to get through it. We got to get through it. We don't get through it here. Let's just hope and meditate. Let's just meditate that all of Black America can heal from the trauma, the traumas. Just like it was all white people, it was a white culture, the white culture that did this, the Black culture, Black America, the parent of all people. We got to get through the hurt. We got to. That's the only way. And we already talk about it sometimes. We already started discussing it. How we cannot fathom. We can't see our life. We can't even begin to plan our life without white America. But that's bullshit. That's how they made you think. Black America, it's not true. We don't even need them. Need them for what? What have white America contributed to any society that can't be without? What have they invented, created, born that Black America can't live without? I ain't talking about other people. Other folks might need these big caves and these big monolith buildings. Just don't go downstairs in them. That's all I got to say with you. Don't go downstairs in none of these monolith buildings because you're going to get lost and you're going to get trapped and you don't know what floor going to open up and you never seen again, what door going to lock up. Just use discernment, Black America, because things is happening now and it's speeding up. It's speeding up. We won't be excused because we didn't know. Black America, that's not going to happen. That's not going to be the excuse that saves everyone, that saves people that are innocent, that don't know, that really have gentle hearts. Because overall, Black Americans are a peaceful people. We are a peaceful people. We have to be. The cosmos would not have manifested this to be the parent of all people. Black America, we got to think. We got to start thinking. Bolden Unchained is here to assist Black America and Black media in uncovering the many, it's so many of them, the many agendas, events, projects, operations, the many acts and bills and codes, so many laws, compromises, studies, all on Black America. All on Black America. Everything revolves around Black America. Not in joy and acceptance, and in selflessness. Everything is focused and looked at with Black America. All of that is targeted on Black America in envy, jealousy, hatred, greed, savagery. And even those words are not even touching. Y'all, that's not even touching nothing about what's in these books. It's unexplainable to us. It is unexplainable to us how to even explain this. I don't know about Black America, but I want to say, for me, reading these books right here, once you know this knowledge, you receive this knowledge. I don't care if you read this book one time and never read it again. It unlocks a secret wisdom in you of what it is. See, it's up to us to go on and turn that key. When it unlock it, and you hear it, go on and push the door open. Because that's when we'll see how to express it, how to deal with it. We ain't got to hide from it. We don't have to hide from this, Black America. We don't. White America might need to hide from this. But hide from what? Hide from us? White America know damn well Black America is not savaged to come after them vengefully, intentionally. They know Black America don't even have not even an inkling of the demons they got in them. Yeah, they done made us hate ourselves. We hate ourselves to the point where we can't stand us. But it's us. It's us. That was man-made. Everything was man-made against Black America to evolve, to grow this self-hate. I mean, they wanted this self-hate to be so solidified in us that we actually, after a few decades or maybe a generation or two, we actually begin to believe and think, and we accept that's how we are, that we're savages, because that's how white America has indoctrinated Black America. And that's what's going on. All of this hurt, all of this traumatization Black America done suffered is because of white America. Yeah, we made the decision. We made the decision to marry her, drop out of school, use drugs, whatever. We made all those decisions because once we got away from this, once we got away from us, it wasn't nothing but sabotages, pitfalls, holes, cliffs, dungeons, caves. It wasn't nothing but a rat trap against Black America. So yeah, we're in this place and time, this sordid, unreal, this surreal reality, because we've been steered here. We've been steered here. And we know whose fault it is. Oh, we're not escaping our own blame. We're not excusing our own blame. Oh, well, I was young. I was assaulted. I was molested. All of those things happen. I don't think it's many people, men or women, in Black America, in our collectively. I don't think it's many that don't have any childhood traumas. We all got childhood traumas. Every last one of us do. But over time, over generations, if we don't find out why this self-hatred, why this narrative exists and break it, then that's how our future generations are going to think of themselves. And here at Bolden Unchained, honey, we here to talk about it. Yeah, we finna find out the root of this self-hate, and we finna get it off of us. Go plant that shit somewhere else where it belongs. Why the hell they ain't got self-hate? You mean to tell me white culture is sleeping peacefully? You know why? That's because Black America don't know, and Black America don't care. So if you don't care, just know We finna put all of this back where it belongs. And if you find your ass there, Harriet Tubman ain't coming back. Robert Purvis ain't coming back. You on your own. You gonna have to find out how to get your ass from behind white America, from under white America. Because we can't afford to come back and get us no more. We cannot afford to come back and get us no more. Meet us halfway. That's all we saying, Black America. We got to try to get from under white America. What's the fear of white America? We know they did this. And how did they do this? Because they sneaky, they conniving, they brainwash, they indoctrinate. That's how they're able to do this. It wasn't that they able to fly in the air and shoot out little elements that's gonna bring the desired destruction. They got 2 hands, 2 feet, just like we do. Their bodies look and functions. Well, outside anyway. They can pick up something just like we can. Just like ours. Now, we already know the internal is totally different. That's another lie. Because the way they get that meat and eat it and stuff and milk and cheese, and then we eat it, it is totally different. But on the outside, looking at us, appearancely, we are the same. We are the same. The Creator gave all of us 2 eyes and 1. He gave all of us 2 ears, 1 mouth, 5 fingers, 5 toes. We all the same in that way. And that's it. We all got hair. We all got hair, but you can feel it. You can even look at it. My hair ain't like their hair. Their hair ain't like their hair. Ain't nobody's hair like white culture's hair, white people's hair. We're different. We are different. We don't have animal DNA, y'all. White people got animal DNA. Maybe that's why they got this animal instinct, this clanimal, because they said they was the clan. And with all the wordplay and stuff going on, don't tell us how to use words. Oh, don't use it like that, face. See, we got to get rid of the excuses. We got to get rid of the thought that, oh, we got to do our part to keep the peace. Not here, you ain't. You might want to go over there with your excuses to keep the peace. Because I'm giving the peace to Black America. Black America needs the peace. Our little babies need peace. Our elders need peace. Viola still ain't got peace. And she was a little girl in Tulsa, Oklahoma. She still ain't got peace, still having nightmares. Yeah, we know that white man that he was trying to ease his guilty conscience when he said that, they left them black babies in them burning houses and stuff. We know his ass is having nightmares. And he should. Viola's having nightmares because they were being traumatized. They are the victims. That old white man, his ass ain't the victim. That little baby he left in that burning house is the victim. All them black people, they left in accidents, in drownings. When the fire department come out, because the police come, the fire department come too, especially now, what they do now. I don't know if then maybe they just went to certain accidents and stuff. But wherever they went, hell, they were leaving the black people. That came out of his mouth. He the one said that that's what they did. I'm like, brother, I thought it was just police too. I was like the brother that shared the video. I thought it was mainly police too. I thought it was mainly police, lawyers, judges, some teachers with their lying asses that know. Because a lot of them know history. They know history and exactly what white culture did. You can't tell me my history teachers, when I was a little girl, you can't tell me them motherfuckers didn't know what the fuck they did, what the fuck they did. Sure can't. All of them. Oh, I had Miss such and such when I was in 3rd grade, 5th grade, 7th grade, and her motherfucking ass was making sure. Oh, that's the smart one right there. Put in with Miss Kathy. That's a smart one right there. Put in with Miss Kathy. Oh, Miss Kathy, I had Miss Kathy from 3rd grade, 5th grade, 7th grade, right on up till I got in high school. Yeah, because Miss Kathy need to make sure, yo, black genius, your big brain didn't come across that knowledge and education that your big brain would have. You already know. Let's get this copyright out the way because you already know how it be. Copyright disclaimer under 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. So what make y'all think we can't? What make y'all think we can't be the teachers now? Here it is right here. Hell, I wrote it down so I can learn it. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute. Copyright statute. You know how you share a song and they say, oh, that's copyright. You copyrighting that. Infringement. You done did wrong. Not this right here. That's what this is for. For comment, for criticism, for research. In Black America, that's what we got to do. This right here is a key. This is a key to this door. All doors, most doors got keys. This door got a key right here. The Copyright Disclaimer Act. Get your key. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. However, I just explained why it ain't. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. So there's nonprofit, educational, or personal use. You ain't got to be no, it could just be for your personal use because you want to know. Personal use. Get your key. Black America, get your key. Teach your babies. And teach the other babies in the community, your neighbors' babies. Teach all of them. When you read, when you sit down and read, not this now. This is for us. Let me back up. This would be for the babies. This would be for us. Now don't you go traumatize your babies. Because they're not ready for this. We ain't even ready for this. Trust me. Trust me. It's easy to read Harlequin romance, John Grisham, Zane, all the other shit, that we read. It's easy to read that. It's easy to read a love story, a mystery, some drama. But when it comes to Black America, on the serious note, we got a blockage. It's like a wall come up. And it ain't even no doorknob. It ain't even no keyhole. A door just come up. And we can't get through it, so we just turn around. But see, in a case like that, Black America, your key is your ancestors. And you ain't got to say but 2 or 3 words. Thank you, ancestors. 3 words. Thank you, ancestors. That's it. Thank you, ancestors. They'll give you what you need. They'll start providing you with what you need. I've been thinking about a lot of things. I was telling us, we was talking the other day about the language. This language. Because, last night, and it was a shift going on. And, I was on that live with 5,000 of us. And y'all, you could just feel the cosmic energy. I don't know where everybody's at, but we were together. And y'all, right through the screen, it seemed like you could just feel the cosmic energy because we have this telepathic gift. But sometimes, you know how when you and your closest friends and family, you ain't even got to say nothing to each other sometimes. You already know. Because we done sent that message telepathically. We done sent a message. We done communicate. And that seemed like how it was last night when I was on that live. And then when I came on with us on our live, oh wow. I even got confirmation from my mama last night on that live. Because the shift, the cosmos, and I don't know if none of y'all was there. Maybe you was on another live. See, because the cosmos is working for the entire Black collective. You know, our spirit team went and got 5,000 of our asses wherever we was at and brought us where we needed to be to receive that message, to receive that download. Black media. You ain't gonna find this on white media nowhere. So there was 5,000 of us there. The spirit team went and got, because the multiverses. So it ain't, we thinking small. It's like we thinking like one spirit team. We thinking like one universe. We thinking like one exit, you know, but it's not. It's so expansive. It's so huge, humongous. The bigness that we see of the sky is 100 times that. It can't even be calculated, really, you know. But our minds have been shaped in a ball, and it's like Play-Doh. You know, when you play with Play-Doh and then you get your little shape up and you done made it a little ball and you set it right there and it get hard, and then when you go back and look at it, it's done shrunk. It done got smaller. That's because it compacted up on itself and everything is locked in it. Well, that's how our minds are under white supremacy, racism, white culture. Our minds, our brains have been just locked. So we got to unlock it. We got to get the key. Copyright disclaimer, that's the key. And we got to start studying. Is the reason why we don't study because we think we need this? We don't even need this to study with ourselves. I wouldn't need this if I was just studying with my daughters, my grandchildren, my friends. I wouldn't need that because we at home studying. But see, we don't teach our babies at home. We don't teach each other at home, our families at home. This language is such a barrier to me. Sometimes I don't even know what to say. I don't know if I should call your kids, but then you know that's baby goats. You know, even the word children. I mean, so much the ancestors. When you say thank you, ancestors, and y'all don't feel guilty. Okay, don't feel guilty because you haven't called on your ancestors in years. You know, you might have called on your mama, your grandmama, you know. We do. But our ancestors. So don't feel bad because you ain't said a word or a whisper to Frederick Douglass. Don't feel bad because you haven't remembered, you know, Rosa Parks, Malcolm X. You know, don't feel bad. Please don't feel bad, Black America, because we ain't got nothing to feel bad about. We're good people. We're cosmic or spiritual people. We just been misled. We've been steered wrong. We've been led away from our greatest saviors, achievements, goals, aspirations. We've been misled, steered away from it. And it's all because of white America. White America did everything. It's white America's fault that we even, right here in this day and this time, ain't got nothing. We ain't got nothing because we had something more than once. But every time we build for us, white America come along and just demolish it. And as sure, I want to say as sure as we know in our hearts that our ancestors built up pro-life contributions that's going to be here, that's going to be serving people, helping people, probably to the end of this earth, probably till this plane crashes and burns. Our ancestors' contributions and achievements, it's going to be right here. And you know what? It's going to be for everybody. Because our ancestors, when they did achieve, they achieved for everyone. This for everybody. Even Charles Drew, James Marion Sims is not the father of medicine. I don't care what white people say. That man was Satan in the flesh. Charles Drew, the father of medicine, a black man, found out his big brain knew it was something that it needed to work out, and it did. And all the troops in the wars and stuff, he found out how to save the plasma so that they could use it in blood transfusions and stuff. But then white America, they was going to a conference many years later and stuff. I get look it up, Charles Drew. It's been some years since I read it, but I remember because him and some other black scholars, doctors, brilliant men, our brothers, geniuses, the most brilliant, intelligent, cosmic mind on the planet. And they went to this conference. I think it was in Atlanta somewhere. But they went to the conference, and on their way back from the conference, it was a bad accident. The other occupants in the car, the other black men in the car, they survived. They was hurt or had some injuries and stuff. But Charles Drew died. He was injured so bad. He was injured so bad, only his invention could have saved him. Only his invention could have saved his life. White America wouldn't even let him use his own invention to save his life. Oh, they had to go through some formalities. They had to go through some paperwork or whatever the excuse was. I just said that to say that all of our contributions, all of our achievements, all of our resources, our greatness for Black America need to be what we hold on to. This needs to be what we use to know that we ain't got to be out in this big animalistic world. What we want a big ass house for, everybody ain't coming to live with us. Who want a 5, 6, 9 bedroom house, 2.5 bathroom, 3-car garage, and ain't nobody there but your ass? That's not us. We're totally different. We are totally different. Even in the most mundane things, we're different. What we eat, we're different. We're not supposed to be running parallel with white America. Whatever white America do, we doing it too, but we gonna do it better and bigger. We gonna do it better and bigger. We got our hair color. They got multiple hair colors. Oh shit, we finna do that too. We finna get red, blue, yellow, pink. Oh, that's what we say. Oh, we finna do better now. We going bigger. We know y'all got blonde hair, red hair, you know, brown hair. We gonna get us some blonde hair too. We gonna get us some blonde hair, some red hair, put on our head and some wigs. Oh, but we finna be bigger than that. We finna get us some blue hair. Black America, stop the shit. Stop the bullshit. It's time to pull out. Gotta pull out. Y'all seen the movie Get Out. Come on now. We got to get the fuck up out of here. I don't care. Get your babies. That's your decision, Black America. If you want to get your babies, or if you want to leave them there, leave them here. Leave them here. Because when that rage comes out, that Black America done got away again, them babies is going to be at the mercy of somebody that remember, hey, they is a part of us. And maybe they won't slaughter your mulatto kids that you done had with them. I don't know. That's a whole nother scope that y'all got to deal with, America, Black America, because you the one laid down with our open enemy and had them babies. So now, allegedly in 2025, because you know we don't know what year it really is. But like we learned on that live last night, it really don't even matter for us. It don't even matter for us because we on all dimensions. I think I was teleporting last night. I don't know where I was at last night. I probably was on Venus. But I was teleporting last night. Oh, yeah. So the calendars that they done changed, because you know it was the Julian calendar, then the Gregorian calendar, and there was some more calendars that they were mentioning last night and stuff too. But after I got the key, not this one, but after I got the key about the calendars, it don't matter which calendar we using and stuff. It don't matter. It don't even matter. It ain't 2025. Not to us, because we're cosmic. We are the manifestations of the universe, the multi-universe manifested Black men, Black women. So time, it really don't have no bearings on us. Yeah, we go by the 8 hours to work, 8 hours to sleep, 8 hours to play, and 24 hours in a day. And because we under that white supremacy, that white mindset, thinking like white men, thinking like white people, white women. Oh, that's our motto. We got to be like, oh, yes. Please use your inside voice. Use your telephone voice. We're not going to talk about this right here. Go put that in your backpack to later. No, we ain't putting this in our backpack. We ain't putting no brown paper bag over the front. Remember how when we were kids and stuff, some of us, because you know, some of us didn't really even have books like this where we was from in the South and stuff. But I did recall reading, you know, some years ago and stuff that Black parents, when we had books like this, it didn't even have to be a deep, deep book like this. But I guess that's pretty much all we really got around us. But Black parents, fearing for us, would put a brown paper bag over this right here so white people wouldn't know what we were reading. That was the fear right there. The self-hate was growing right there. Self-hate was growing right there. Just a little small piece of paper. But it would be a whole sheet of paper. I don't know, they'd get a whole paper bag and cut that motherfucker open. That's probably why we scared. To let their ass know, we know what you're doing. We've been reading and we studying it. But you know, you ain't supposed to let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. But you know, I digress. But anyway, our parents used to get a brown paper bag, honey, and they will cover up. They will cover up that book all the way around. And now and they'll tape it together on the inside. They put a piece of tape right there to hold it on, you know, and Don't you let nobody get that book. Don't you let nobody read it. You bring that book home with you. Don't pull it out unless you somewhere where you can sit and read. You need to be at lunch, outside during recess, sitting down by yourself. But you make sure don't nobody get to that book. I'm going to whoop your ass. So this is how our parents used to have our books and stuff. So white America wouldn't know what we were reading. That hurt us and white America, because it made us feel like, and I'm just saying, I don't recall but one book when I was little, so, but I'm just saying, hypothetically, that made us feel like we got to hide. We got to hide it. We can't openly talk about it. We can't openly dialogue, discuss, critique, question it. We can't openly do that. And white America probably knew. I'm pretty sure them motherfuckers did. They mamas and daddies and grandmamas and stuff, they knew why our mothers and fathers had that piece of paper over our books. Yeah, they weren't dumb. They knew. So they knew that we were scared or we had hesitation to talk about what they've done. And that's all they wanted. As long as they don't mention what we've done, who we are, then okay, we can stay calm. We can be around Black people. They really can't. We're reading about it in the book all the time. And it ain't, they say it's the behavior of Black people. It's the lack of education of Black people, but it ain't. Just just to see Black people is the problem. Just to see Black people is the problem. That was the problem then, and that's the problem now. But it ain't our problem. It is not our problem, Black America. Ooh, honey, I was finna read. We would have been here. This for tonight. That's for midnight. Right over there on the side. Because this whole thing, everything about, Black America and our excusing white America and our obsessive. It's like a need we got to forgive white America for the peace, for their peace, because it ain't giving us no peace. We ain't getting no peace by not talking about what's happened. Why we hate each other? Where does self-hate come from? Why you looking at me, motherfucker? All of this pettiness. And we ain't done nothing to each other, just try to save each other. We've always tried to save us from white supremacy, from white people, because we know they have a rage. It's now, we might as well talk about it so we can heal us. Because Black America, we're going into a new world order now. We're in a new awakening now. I can't stress enough. Probably because I'm the last one here, right? Everybody else been out here talking and teaching, But we have things in our life that's going on, We all have different times to wake up to the fight. Yeah, Vernon John said, if you see a good fight, get in it. But everybody ain't seeing the fight. And then everybody's not brave. Everybody not brave enough to come up. The first one to the fight. We're not all on that same level. So yeah, I'm probably one of the last ones here. I'm just wondering, hell shit, why you here? You one of the last ones too? But that's okay, because we all have to wake up on our own time. You can't wake up before your time. You can't wake up before your time, because if you do, you're going to be on the wrong side. See? And that ain't going to do you no good or our people. It ain't going to do you no good or our people. That's why we have to use discernment. It ain't going to do you no good to wake up and you want to read about this right here. But you in the lion's den. That's the wrong time for you to wake up, because you ain't even finna make it out of the lion's den. We got to set ourselves up. We got to position ourselves to be in the right place in the right time with the right people. Now, I know we got some weaklings out there, and they some hotheads too. They trying to be the biggest savage that white folks ever been. Black people are black thugs out there. Want to be the best, want to be more savage than the white man. It's not going to happen. I mean, to see some of the things that Black America been reduced to, it's like when Neely Fuller, Dr. Francis Chris Williams said, Neely Fuller used to say, oh, they be up in the middle of the night, y'all, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. She was talking about it on one of the documentaries. They going back and forth and stuff. You would think they was having a debate with 12 people there. Honey, and it just be her and Neely and maybe a couple of others, you know. And they just be discussing. But the love, the loyalty, the faith, the passion, you know, it didn't seem like it was 2 o'clock in the morning. It seemed like it was 2 o'clock in the afternoon. But, you know, that's the energy. That's the energy. See, we've been lied to, and we think that this greatness come like when you're in church. And, you know, you get that Holy Ghost. That come from this. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, but see, we elevate that Holy Ghost spirit. Don't get mad at me, because religion ain't nothing but everything they've taken from the peripheral of African. I don't think I learned it from him. I think I got it from John Henry Clark. And we're going to watch that too, y'all, because he was saying that religion is nothing, well, in my opinion, to put it in layman's terms, the theft of African spirituality. That's what religion is. Yeah. And, you know, even in religion, spirituality and stuff, us as a people, we need to realign ourselves with the cosmos, divine energy. You know, everything has been a lie, Black America. We got to unlearn everything and relearn so that we can teach our babies. Honey, you already know. When little Zoe walk up in class, and it's Columbus Day. We done talked about this before, because I remember it like it was yesterday, like I was that little girl. And honey, there wasn't enough colors for me. I wanted the red, the blue, the yellow, purple. Well, anyway, Zoe walk up in the classroom. Zoe got a backpack full of books. Because Zoe being taught at home, see. Zoe walk up in class and stuff, and the other kids, you know, is in there, and they got their construction paper. The teacher run over there, "Hi, Zoe, we're doing an activity this Columbus Day, and we're celebrating Christopher Columbus, and here is the construction paper. Cut this out, and we're going to make a little band go around your head, and the red, yellow, blue, purple, and pink, those are going to be the feathers." And Zoe tell him, "I don't want that." Who? Christopher Columbus. Zoe go in his backpack and pull out them books about Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus went on the Mayflower on his ships, one of the voyages. And Christopher and the crew came up on the shore and saw all the copper-colored people. And the copper people had noticed the ship, and they were waiting on the shoreline, and they had gifts and feathers and beads, and Christopher Columbus and them looking through their little telescope, eyepiece, or whatever it is, and Christopher Columbus and them thinking, oh, they are so gullible, and I don't see any weapons. I don't see any buildings. They didn't see nothing that these people could use to defend themselves. Oh, honey, when Zoe got done, everybody, the Black kids, and you know how I feel about that word, because kids is a goat. A kid is a baby goat. But anyway, by the time Zoe was done, all the Black kids done took off. They said, we don't want this shit here. Take this. This ain't for us. Who is this? What you been teaching us, Miss Kathy? See, we got to teach our own babies if we're going to let them go to parochial school. Because I went too. And them motherfuckers lied to me since the first grade. Since I first took an interest in school. Because, at first, they ain't really threatened by the black child at school. Because, we ain't started showing our intelligence yet. Like in kindergarten, you're mainly just coloring, and doodling and stuff, but by maybe first, second, third grade, definitely, they kind of know, ooh, face is remembering. Every face is picking up this right here. Oh, what is that right there? Face done drew. Oh, she's only 6, but I must tell you, Miss Cartwright, I have a little girl in my classroom face. She's very exceptional. Very exceptional. She grasps information, knowledge, facts like that. Before I even suggest the next item on our curriculum, the next lesson, Face has already written out what's on her mind concerning what we've been learning. And her questions are in the next lesson that's coming up. And that's why you had that teacher from 3rd grade, from 2nd grade to 5th grade to 6th grade. Because it's already been identified, Black America. It's already been identified by the time you in 3rd grade, 4th grade, 5th grade, sometimes 1st grade. Sometimes black babies, our black babies, as soon as they get in school, white people, white America, can already tell. Oh, that one right there is real smart. That's the big brain. I can hear it now. Well, I've got 3 big brains in my class. How many do you have in your class this year? That's why Black boys, that's why the system is able to follow and put these stigmas on Black boys in school, because from the age of 9, 3rd grade, they start writing it down. Well, I thought we weren't going to have to write this down about Zoe until he was maybe, a little older, but he's 6 years old, and let me tell you, the little boy. So they start the notebook on Zoe. He ain't benign in 3rd grade, but they know he's got an infinite wisdom that will expose white supremacy, even shut it down, if they don't steer him another way. White America been very conniving with us. Very conniving. Very selfish. Evil, manipulative. Oh, yeah. Your son good at basketball, football. That's what we want him to do. That's what we want him to do. Because in their mind, we got 20 little white girls. Because, by this time right here, once they decided we're going to mingle, let them mingle and marry with us. Then it was understood. Like all of them white folks came to the lynching, it was understood. It was understood that, he going to be a famous athlete. The understanding is, put some white women on him. Put white girls on him. That's who we need him to get with. We don't need him to get with an intelligent, brave, courageous Black woman that thinks. Because if she get with him, she finna start teaching him. The money, he famous now, it's finna be used for Black culture. See, it's a whole different outfit when we can steer ourselves. It's a whole different path. We can go anywhere when we steer ourselves. But see, when we being steered, Black America, it's only one way. And that's around in a circle. That's around in a circle. And that's why Malcolm X said, only a fool will let his enemy teach his kids. See, we weren't never supposed to do that. And if we had to, it wasn't supposed to be to the level that we did it. We put our babies in parochial schools, public schools, and completely forgot about it. Everything. I imagine it's only a fraction of us that read to our babies at night. You read to your babies at night? What do you read? Oh, but you do read. Well, see, now you got the seed to read. Change your reading. Change your books. We can't be a fool and a dummy. And that's in anything. That's in anything. We can't be a fool and a dummy. You can't be blind and ignorant. Not Black America. Black America can't afford to be a fool and a dummy, to be blind and ignorant, to be forgiving and excusing. You know, I can excuse, I can even forgive that you I can forgive. It's like, to me, in my opinion, because I speak for me. I don't know how nobody else think or how anybody else speak, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be different from mine. But I feel that, you know, I can forgive you. You know, I know you had to go and, you know, you had to steal to feed your family. That's why you took all that chicken, you know, and put it off in your pants. That's why you took all that food and stuff. But I don't excuse you the way you did it. How you came in and just pushed the old ladies down, you know, and you yanked all that bread and stuff from them kids and put it in your bag and walked out the door. So we can't be forgiving and excusing. You know, you can't be both. You know, that's how Black America ends up in these situations we in. And don't nobody give a damn, because they already know Black people gonna forgive you. Oh, they gonna forgive you. Yeah. Cut their foot off, and because they can feel the phantom foot, they gonna forgive you. Because we've been traumatized. White America done traumatized us so much. So much. Sometimes I just feel like, don't even look in my face. Because if you do, we gonna have to talk about it. You know, but it ain't to be talked about with them. It's talked about with us. It's meant to be talked about with us. Yep, it's meant to be talked about with us. At this point, we don't even care what white America think no more. Because it's all been lies. It's all been set up. Manipulation, sabotages. I mean, white America knows exactly what they people been doing. They know exactly what not to let us find out. Ever since they decided, well, you could tell Karen about everything. Tell Karen about everything. But don't you tell Sabrina nothing. You could tell Ken, but don't you tell Sabrina nothing. Now, even though Sabrina don't know about all of this right here. She don't know about all this right here, but she know Karen and Ken, her cousins, she know their asses are some racists. And when they alone and stuff, that's all they talk about. Yeah, you smell them niggers today? Yeah, I just. And she was wondering, why they keep doing that? Oh, because see, among them, they want to pull her fingernails out. They want to pull the Black woman fingernails out. Just grab her fingernails and pull them out. Just grab her teeth and pull them out. Just inflict pain, any kind of pain. So Sabrina knew they were different. She knew she was different. So that's why they didn't tell her ass nothing. But Sabrina didn't tell brother, don't go nowhere with Karen. Don't ever get in the car with Karen. If Ken come and pick you up, him and everybody, don't go nowhere with them. Just left us to the wolves. Just sacrifice us. Just sacrifice us. And then when it's over and done with, and you know, they done hurt us or assaulted us, killed us or whatever, Sabrina know what happened, and it's just like nothing's done. After then, perhaps she go ahead and just follow suit and stay with the white people and stuff, you know. Maybe she just, it's her thing. She rebelling now. She don't want nothing but Black men now. And all they ass in danger. But see, she rebelling and stuff. Y'all, it's this whole twilight. This the Twilight Zone. This is the Twilight Zone. And everything is in movies. Most of the stuff that's happening is in movies. We can see it coming. It ain't no conspiracy theory. It ain't no conspiracy theory because the media has always documented what white America is doing, what they want to do, what they plan to do. The media always do. The media ain't here for us. So when you looking at TV and stuff, all them 10 hours a day, that, that brother said, that our scholar said, y'all was watching. See, white folks keep an eye on everything black people's doing. And they have come to realize that black people is watching 10 hours of TV a day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. I used to also. The hours just go by. The hours just pass. Before you know it, shit, it's 4 o'clock. You don't watch 3 or 4, Maury, Jerry Springer, Steve Wilco, Price is Right, the stories. I wish I wasn't hoarse so I could sing that one story, Days of Our Lives. The Young and the Restless. Before you know it, honey, the kids is home out of school. You done had the beans cooking all day on the stove, but you done wasted the whole day, Black America. We done wasted the whole day, and we ain't even looked at nothing pertaining to Black America. Everything throughout the whole day been centered on whiteness. Everything. But don't be upset with yourself. Don't be disappointed in yourself, because now you know. Now we know. I know everybody, face it ain't. Stop making it about black and white. It ain't about race. Just the hell it is about race. Because it's about the theft of melanin. It's about the capture, the subduing of black greatness, black people. That makes everything about race. The system of white supremacy / racism makes everything about race. Black and white. Other races ain't on our side. Let me say that again, because that's what our Baba brother, John Henry Clark, said. Other people ain't on our side. Black people ain't got no friends. That's what he said. He said black people do not have any friends. Dr. Claude Anderson said black people do not have any friends. All of that. What all of them are saying is that everything is about race. Everything is about race. The illusion makes us think it's not about race. The illusion. But what is an illusion? It's just a prop. The illusion is just a prop. We're going to put this right here until we take it down. The illusion is just something in front of you to block something else. And that's how it's always been against Black America. Our ancestors they wasn't just going through no motions. They didn't create no situations where these things happen to them. It ain't but two choices in life. Black America. And that's white, the white side, the black side. The righteous, the demonic. Them your two options right there. Which one are you going to choose, Black America? Which one? You ain't got but two? It ain't hard to figure out. Can you see them? Which one is Black America going to choose? It's on you now to decide whose side are you on. This world that we know today, life as we know it today, it's over. It's only a matter of time. It's going to be over. And we're going to need this. Can you imagine? Can you imagine what we're going to have to create? You see how our ancestors created all of this in this reality. The reality that's coming, the futuristic reality with robots. We've been talking about it. Flying cars, autonomous cars. Can you imagine what we got to create to survive in it? We ain't creating nothing to survive in it. Because white America done dumbed us down. We ain't even thinking. We're not even thinking. Now, we do have some scholars and some experts and some critical thinkers. And honey, I meditate to the ancestors every day. Let them be working on it. Because I know the ancestors is going to let me know. But see, I'm not selfish. All of us supposed to be free. All of us are supposed to have our personal freedom. Not just me, not just you, us that's here, the rest of our masses. That's why I'm here. I know you already know. Hell, you probably got your book in your personal library. I'm talking about the masses. I'm talking to the masses. The masses need to wake up. The masses need to get some seeds. Is anybody concerned? Let's give some seeds to the masses, to the black masses. How many seeds do you need? You already here. You're already woke. The masses don't have any seeds. The masses don't have any glimmer of hope. The masses don't have any knowledge. They don't see any greatness. So yeah, we're going to need you too. And when you get your platform and you start helping Black America and black media, then you let us know. So we all can begin doing this because somebody got to steer Black America. Somebody must steer Black America. And it ain't finna be everybody else, not no more. Black America needs to steer our people. We need to teach our people. We need to be there and let our people know, no, we ain't going left. No, we ain't going to make America great again. That's not what we're going to do. We got our own greatness. This is the greatness. This ain't, what's great about this? America, white America want to say, make America great again. This is their America. They damn sure ain't talking about this. White America is talking about this when they say make America great again. And they know it. White folks know exactly what they want to make great again. So it just dawned on me, damn, was it a limit? Was it a time limit on the Emancipation Proclamation, y'all? Is that the biggest hidden secret, if there could be another? Can it be many more hidden secrets that these people have put against us, done hid? Oh, they done wrapped everything up. They done wrapped everything up, honey. Everything got a cover on it now to hide it from us. But what's really going on, Black America? We must know something is going on. I mean, I'm like, honey, please. Somebody tell Black America, this is what make America great again mean. This is what it means. And Trump done pretty much showed you whose side he on. See, that's what we got to ask each other, Black America. It boils down to this. Same way we asking ourselves, whose side are we on? These are the two options. Fuck the dumb shit. These are the two options. All them other people and stuff, they ain't even supposed to be over here. They over here Namely, because Black America, like, oh yeah, everybody come here, made it possible, made it free, made it wantable for everybody to come here to America. Because at first couldn't nobody come to America. Ain't nobody coming over here. But see, when Black America got up and started making the pro-life changes and stuff, everybody's here. But this ain't about everybody, because they can take their ass home too. And the ones that stay, they got a decision to make. But overall, this ain't about other people. This is about black and white, these two right here. And you got to ask yourself, whose side are you on? And then when we look at other people, ourselves too, because we know we got some of our people out here, honey. You better not tell her she ain't white. You better not make her think that she can't pass. The girl black as the inside of this cup. The handle, you see the handle on this cup right here? Sister is blacker than the handle on this cup. But you better not tell her she ain't Caucasian, or she'll whoop your ass. So we know we got some of them out there. That's because of the self-hate. The self-hate. That's what it is. And even then, everybody, we just got to ask that one question. Whose side is they on? Whose side they on, I wonder. I wonder whose side they on. Whose side she on? You see the little girl. Oh, I know whose side she on. It's that simple. It's that simple. Just little simple things. Whose side is they on? Whose side am I on? Thank your ancestors. Just little small steps at first. Just little small steps. And they can take us away from all this danger that everybody trying to walk us back to. Because I tell you, face ain't going nowhere with nobody. Show the hell ain't. In Black America, I suggest you do the same. I suggest you do the same. Because ain't nobody going to come this time. Ain't nobody going to come. You know how Harriet Tubman went back and saved the slaves, rescued 300, got them to the Underground Railroad? How is somebody going to come back and save y'all asses through all these? Ain't no trees no more. You finna have robots that don't get tired. They don't need food and water. They don't get sleepy. So in this new world order, however the captivity gonna look, because we don't know. Concentration camp, captivity, I don't know. Concentration camp, ain't that what they had right here? Concentration camps. Yeah, I know, I found it. I'm reading it too. On my own time though. But we don't know what this new captivity gonna look like in this new world order. New world order. One religion. How is all y'all gonna have these different religions and stuff and it's one religion? It's gonna be one world religion. Who over this one world religion? Because that Simmons man, his God, his Jesus, is a Klansman. They racist. He's seen them riding across the sky in heaven on horses with the KKK outfit on. That's out of his mouth. It was in the book they wrote. And he said it was because of that vision, because he seen that the lynching of Leo Frank, and then he watched Birth of a Nation. So when he had that vision, it was like a light bulb went off for him. He had to revive the Ku Klux Klan. So with this new world order coming up, Black America, where are you letting folks take you to? Where you gonna end up at? I'm just saying, don't be mad at me. He ain't worried that you got Jesus on your wall. Who got a white Jesus on their wall? I'm talking to you now. You not gonna end up where he at. You gonna be where the white Jesus at, with that Simmons man. The whole vision thing, the brainwash. When you say Jesus, you think about the white man with the blonde hair and the blue eyes, because I do too. And I know I ain't going nowhere with his ass. My mama know I ain't going nowhere with white Jesus. and she gave me her approval last night. My mama been with the ancestors since 2018. But on that live last night, during this shift that happened, my mama gave me the approval to do it. Tell it. Tell what's happened. I wish they could come back and let us know. Don't stop in heaven. Black America do not stop in heaven. Go. Don't stop in heaven. Go to the afterlife. Go to the afterlife. That's where everybody at the afterlife. Our ancestors are not in heaven with these demons. Don't trap our ancestors in life and in the afterlife with these damn demons right here. Don't do it. Think for yourself. You know not to kill, steal, and destroy. Your mama taught you don't go around wreaking havoc. Yeah, as we got older, our asses was indoctrinated. But on the whole, we still not killers, thieves, and destroyers. The brainwash, Black America. Yeah, I know. That's why I be by myself all the time, because you ain't finna come around me playing the Waltons and looking at Opie. And no, that's not part of my lifestyle. That's not part of my life. I can see my life without white people. I live my life with my people. Yeah, I work with everybody. Here where I work at, it ain't even a handful of black folks. So ain't. You probably need another finger to have a handful of black folks. How many of us is? It might be 6 with the day and the night shift. It might be 6. To tell the truth, it's even less white folks where I work at. But you know who it really is where I work at? Immigrants. Immigrants from other countries. That's what I mean, because I don't even know they racist, honey. And I'm trying to learn different languages. Yeah, I be trying to learn different languages. But honey, I must tell you, Black America. Then that's to communicate with their ass. Do you need your fork? Do you need your spoon? You know, say hi, goodbye. We still civil to each other. But I ask myself, whose side are you on? Just ask myself that. Yeah, I'm not trying to be misled. I'm not trying to be manipulated. So yeah, I do work in society. I do work in society. I work with other people, not just black people. My whole life. Hell, I worked with other people. But that don't mean I forget about my people. That don't mean I put my people at the bottom. So don't. Hell, if anything, I put my people at the top before everybody else's. So do. Everybody get respect. That's how my mama taught me. That's how my mama raised us. Everybody get respect. You treat everybody respectfully. You don't harm nobody. Because my mama used to always say, if I can't help you, I won't hurt you. And that go for everybody. But don't get it twisted. Because I ain't got but one sister. And she look like me. She looks just like me. She thinks like me. So yeah, we can get along. We can be in society. We got to be in society. It ain't but one earth. It's one planet. We got to be together. Sometimes you see cats and dogs, they'll pass each other. They ain't always fighting. They'll pass each other. It's a planet. This is a planet. Everybody here together. That don't mean you have to do this. See, it's sick. This is a mental illness. And everybody got it. Everybody got it. Black America done losing their mind. Our masses within Black America. The masses. I'm not talking about the Black Americans who can talk about this and who know what's going on. who keep in touch with the ancestors, who kept that connection. I'm not talking about us. Because hell, I'm a little bit of both, to tell you the truth, because I just woke up. I just found out. We don't know what we're going to read in this book. Look how thick that book is. We don't know what we finna read, but we going to read it. Because the masses out there need to know. Somebody need to stir the masses. If they don't want to stir themselves, then hell shit, let's stir them our darn self. We got to stir them. And yeah, I made that mistake again. I didn't say damn. I said darn, then, but it was still wrong. We ain't damned. We are not damned. They're damned. White culture is damned. Yes, it is. Tell them. Hell, this video right here, they gonna see it. Somebody else. And I can say it again. Their asses is damned. And if it's only us, Black America, we can ask the cosmos to grant them a modicum of mercy for white America. If we want to, I ain't asking for mercy for nothing. You can if you want to. But for me, for Faith, I'm not asking for mercy for none of them. I sure ain't. I don't care how good they have been to some Black people. It's out of my control. What must happen, what consequences must take place for this, and this will take place. See, Black America, we keep holding out. I know sometimes we probably wonder, damn, why white folks, everybody talking about white folks done did so much, but they ain't never got no consequences. Why God ain't never punished them? Because our motherfucking asses, we keep excusing them. We keep asking for mercy for white folks. That's why they never have to suffer. They never have to answer. They never have to answer for what white America has done. Because we don't know our power, see? We don't know our power. Yeah, I ain't giving mercy. I ain't asking for mercy for none of them. Where's the answer of repentance from them? Right now, right today, there's a whole bunch of us still fighting for reparations. Give us our reparations. Hell, they owe some of us 2 checks. Well, I know they owe me 2 checks. Yes, white America owe me 2 checks. Yeah, that's right. For my connections right here on my land and my connections with Africa. Because that's who I'm from, the parent of the people. So yeah, cut me 2 checks. It's a game. It's a game, Black America. And as soon as we learn it, we can dominate it. As soon as we learn this game, it's over. It's a wrap. But don't get it twisted. Now, don't start thinking, yeah, pay back a motherfucker. We ain't on all that pay back a motherfucker stuff. Cosmic energy got the payback, okay? Vengeance belongs to cosmic energy. Vengeance belongs to Mother Gaia. So don't get it twisted, Black America, okay? What y'all say it all the time. Vengeance is mine, said the Lord. Same thing. Cosmic energy, Mother Gaia. That's who vengeance belongs to. And that's who will mete it out. That's who will, send the punishment where it's supposed to go. The consequences where it's supposed to go. Not us. Because for one thing, we ain't even that type of people. We ain't like this. We are not like this. So any punishment we think we can do to America, for what America has done, it ain't even got, it don't even resonate like what the cosmos and Mother Gaia has in store for them. So Black America, I say to us, let the cosmos and Mother Gaia give them their payback. Let cosmos and Mother Gaia hold them accountable for what they've done as far as punishing them or, giving them for everything they done. What can we do for all of this that they've done? What punishment can we do to white America? All we got to do is stay the hell away from them and stop procreating with them. Keep your money, Black America, and your seed. Keep your money and your seed, because white America had it right all along. Keep their asses pure white. Keep their asses pure white. Let them procreate with everybody else. Let them procreate and have babies with everybody else. But Black America, stop. Stop. Love who you love. Love who you love then. But you still better decide. And all that love, you still better decide. We finna read. Yeah, we finna read. You still better decide whose side you on. And all that love. Yeah, you better decide whose side she on. My brother, my sister. You better decide whose side his ass on. Shit, don't treat us like we are our worst enemy. We are natural enemy. Yeah, you can't say we are our worst enemy today. Because hell, we hurting each other out here in these streets. We hurting ourselves out here. It's like we them. It's like they hurting us all over again. They ain't even got to hardly do nothing. White America don't, and a lot of them don't. They just send back, the system of white supremacy, racism. It's doing exactly what we said it was going to do. I ain't had to kill a black body in, say, 17 years. Yeah, they're doing it for us now. That helps to wipe their conscience clean. How? I don't know. I do not. I can't even take something that's not mine and sleep good at night. I can't even see somebody left their cigarettes. I remember I was at the dollar store. Somebody left their pack of cigarettes on top of the shelf right there. And I thought to get the pack of cigarettes because somebody left them there, but I didn't. I think I got one cigarette out of it. Put the whole pack of cigarettes back right there because I can't sleep that night still. And hell, these ain't my damn cigarette shit. Here, the cancer things, and I'm quitting too. I ain't had a cigarette in like 2 weeks now. Maybe a week and a half. Who counting though, right? Yeah, just try not to think about it, But yeah, I don't see how these people can sleep at night. Oh, it wasn't me. I didn't do it, face. That you ready to do it again. See, they ready to do it again. And ain't no guarantee that they won't do it again to Black America. Ain't no guarantee that this won't happen again. I mean, publicly. Because it's still happening. It's still happening. Matter of fact, everybody in America thinking like the white man. Everybody is savage, just like the white man is. Black men, Mexican men, every other, who's them other men out there and stuff, the races, ethnicities and stuff. Y'all know how y'all be talking and stuff because y'all know. See, y'all got the education. And for so long, you held it and kept it to yourself. Black America, instead of teaching the rest of us. So yeah, everybody out here, I don't care what the race is. Japanese ass too. Chinese, Japanese, probably some Hmongs too. I still have a culture shock. I had my first culture shock when I came to Minnesota. And sometimes I think I'm in another culture shock. Because there's so many people that's outside of our scope, outside of my scope. I'm used to the black and white. Black and white folks. Black folks and white folks. I remember when I was a little girl, and I used to read Roots all the time, y'all. That book was thick like this. It was like 599 pages. We finna read. And I used to read Roots. And I used to think, I really thought that book was true, too. I thought that book was true. Could nobody tell me nothing that book was not true. But I used to read that book, and I used to, and all my crying and stuff, and I was just a little girl, couldn't even figure it out and stuff. Didn't nobody want to talk about it. But I used to fantasize and daydream that our people will come over here and rescue us. They will come over here and save us. And hell, this was centuries. Because I was born in the 70s. Roots was way before the 70s. So, you know, yeah, I was way behind, wasn't I? And now, here I am, over half of 100. And everybody and their mama here. And ain't nobody here for us. Ain't that some shit? Ain't no, hell, I be arguing with them, boy, debating with them. Because I don't care who you are. We is not finna sit here and Jesus, white Jesus, is not finna be the catalyst of our conversation. Not with face. That's totally different. We got to get out of that mindset. Oh yeah, but honey, I think it was an African lady. Yeah, she was an African lady. She was from Africa. I don't know what part. But yeah, honey, we had a real huge debate about white Jesus. Yes. I just had to let it go. But that lady told me I was a disgrace. So did to not be believing in Jesus Christ. All I wanted was, can we talk about our ancestors? Can we talk about our ancestors? Why we got to talk about white Jesus the whole bus ride? You mean to tell me I'm supposed to sit here on this whole bus ride and we finna talk about white Jesus? Can we at least talk about black Jesus? If we gonna talk about Jesus, can he at least look like us? Resonate like us? And that woman told me I was a disgrace because I didn't believe in white Jesus, honey. Sure did. And I told her, honey, for all my meditating and wishing and praying and crying, take your ass right back to Africa until you ready to come back with a black mindset. Don't come over here thinking like white folks, acting like white folks, being like white folks, treating us like white folks. And had the ugliest wig on her head, blocking out all the connections to the cosmos, and then gonna pat her head and stuff because it was itching. Longest bus ride I ever had. So yeah, she read me a piece of her mind. I read her a piece of my mind. And when I finally got where I was going, she was the one working in there. Yeah, but you know, it was all right. We did our transaction. I went on about my business. And I said all that to say the whole manipulation, it's got us all over the globe. We've been colonized, indoctrinated all over the globe. Simeon Toko gonna come back and kick all y'all asses. Because if you could sit here because Black America, if you can sit here after all that's happened, Black America, if we can sit here after all that has happened, and if we can give every benefit of the doubt we got to white America, and we can give every benefit of the doubt we got to white America, and can't give none of it to Black America, we got a big problem. We ain't even got enough time. Yep, it just depends on us. How deep is the indoctrination in you? We all been indoctrinated. We all been indoctrinated. Even our intelligent people, our rich people, famous, the wealthy, everybody been indoctrinated. White folks been indoctrinated, even other people. Other races of people that's here, they ass indoctrinated too. But ain't nobody got to wake up in Black America. It don't matter if don't nobody wake the fuck up or not. The only ones got to wake up is Black America. Other races ain't got to wake up. Hell, everybody else waiting on Black America to wake up. The pets of the world, the majestic animals of the world, waiting on Black America to wake up. Our people in other parts of the world, waiting on Black America to wake up. I know y'all asking, why the hell she keep talking about Black America. What made Black America so special? What made Black America so special? This makes Black America so special. This makes Black America exceptional. They make Black America so special. We are worthy because of them. The creation, the solutions, all the resources we need is going to come from them. Us, you, Black America. It's not going to come from nothing and no one that's got ties to this. This is anti-life. Everything to do with this. The way these people think, but it was the way they operate, the way they build, if you call that building. These huge buildings, that's creation. Black America, we got to decide whose side are we on. I mean, shit, it make me wonder, white America, is they teaching their kids our history as if it's theirs? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because they're going to whitewash all of that too. They're going to whitewash everything. Because, see, the plan is to get rid of Black America. The plan has always been to exterminate Black America. Why do we think they done infiltrated every aspect of our life? Why you think everybody and their mama look like a Black woman from the back? Talk like a Black woman on the phone? Why you think everybody dance Black? Everybody can dance better than some Black people. Me too. I ain't really no dancer. I will now. I'll bust a move. But look around us. Everybody done stole some of Black culture. Because once we're gone, or I don't think they'll be able to exterminate us. They will get our numbers down to such a small number that they can literally hide us. You know how we hardly ever see the Amish. We don't see them until they come out. Once they get our numbers so small and minuscule, they can hide us out somewhat like that. And that way, everybody else, they can embellish. They can flaunt it. The Blackness that they've all stolen. It's by design, y'all. It's how they designed it. They didn't divine it. They designed all of this against us. Our only answer is us. The cosmos gave us the keys. We just got to decide whose side are we on to even get the keys. Whose side are you on? So let's read, And today, noontime, we do read about our African Americans, our inventors, our scientists. We read about our writers, our musicians. We read about us, our achievements, all of our contributions and impact on United States, on America, that everybody's still using. Oh, yeah, they changed the name of it. They changed a few little things. But it's still what Black America achieved. We just don't know. We just don't know because we're not embracing the knowledge. We're not passing it on. We're keeping it to ourselves or hiding it in the back. And we can't do that no more. We cannot do that anymore. We cannot go. It's like a third lifetime. Life on the plantation, life after the plantation, now life in the New World Order. This like a metal plantation, I guess. It's going to be like a mechanical plantation. When does it stop targeting Black America? The rest of society, the rest of the races, the human race, mankind and human, because we different. We two. Mankind and humanity. When will mankind stop targeting humanity? It can't. It won't. It can't. They can never stop being this. You just change it around. Kentucky never stopped being this. No. When they said you got to stop doing them horrible things, they didn't stop. They just did it a different way. Same thing. White America has never stopped being this savage. They just do it differently now. Black America, we must wake up. If all the love everybody feel for us, everybody got for us, if that was true, we would have something going into the New World Order. We would be able to give ourselves, our people, some sort of comfort, even right here. We know what we had during slavery, nothing. We know what we had when we walked off of slavery, nothing. But at this point in this time, we still have nothing. I know you proud. We proud of our the ones that did make it. We proud of the ones that did make it. Allegedly. But Black America, we got to wake up. We can't just stay here. And you know I love Pap Singleton. That's what I was on. I'll go take us back with Pap Singleton. Let's go. We leaving. But yesterday we started reading about Marianne Anderson, so we will pick up with Black artists. But I just want to do a little recap on some of our most greatest in Black America. It's so many of them. I don't even know if we'll ever finish, with the contributions, the great people that we are, and all we've built and created and contributed to life. Not just to Black people. See, Charles Drew didn't come up with how to store and save and use plasma for just Black people. He wanted his invention to be for everybody. See, that's how Black people operate, because we are truly from the cosmos. That's how we operate. That's our vibration. That's not white America vibration. White America don't vibrate like that. There's a difference. White America does not vibrate like that. So everything that our ancestors contributed and achieved, it was for everyone. Some of them said, even said it for everybody. Some of them said, for my people, for Black people. But, some of them was just for everybody. This is for everybody. The blood is for everybody. Because we're not that type of people. White folks are. Look at, we know Harriet Tubman went back and saved 300 and got them to safety. But did we know about Robert Purvis? Robert Purvis, his mother was a slave. His father was a master, raping her. And she was pregnant with Robert, and Robert stayed in the big house. He didn't have to work in the fields and stuff. And so he saw all the evil that his daddy was doing. And he decided right then and there he wasn't going to be like him. He wasn't going to be like them. I can't even imagine what that little boy seen in that house, the plantation house, the big house. I mean, the cave probably was so big and cold, you probably could get lost in it. He probably didn't know where the screams was coming from. But he decided he was not going to be like that. So when his daddy died and he got the money, he inherited the wealth. He used that money for his mama's people. He used his money, his wealth, for the slaves, his mama's people, his people that looked like him. And for 30 years, he documented it in a journal. For 30 years, from 1831 to 1861, he sent one person to the Underground Railroad, to their freedom. In 30 years, y'all, he had saved 9,000 black people. Robert Purvis, he got 9,000, probably more, because there's no guarantee, or it didn't say it, it just said when he started documenting it. But before he started documenting when he was sending people, black slaves to the Underground Railroad, he had probably already been doing it, helping them get there. Because once they got to that first station, they was pretty much safe. They could get to the next, they can rest, get, food and clothing. And a lot of people that was on the Underground Railroad were white people, Dutch, or whatever they called. They wasn't black. You had some of us on the Underground Railroad, but a lot of people that was on the Underground Railroad, they were called stations. A lot of them was operated by white people that had the mindset of John Brown. White America here, white people here in America just didn't want the mindset of John Brown. They killed John Brown and all the other white abolitionists that tried to help black people. White folks right here in America. Yes, they did. They were their great grandmama. Somebody's great auntie, greatest uncle. Hell, Carolyn Bryant, the kids that they taught is still alive. They still got the memory of Emmett in their head like it happened yesterday, because they keeping it alive. Now we know they not telling Sabrina, because I done told you they don't tell Sabrina these things. They tell Karen and Ken these things. But see, that still don't stop the racism, because Karen and Ken doing it, they kids witness it. Sabrina, when she interacting with the family, and even when she ain't even there, especially, her kids is learning from Karen and Ken kids, who learned it from they elders. So it's still a cycle that's keep going and stuff. It's just hidden. Like this is hidden. We got to think. I know it's a lot. Honey. I had no idea. Because if I had her, I'd be grist. But yes, we learning about all of this. Then there was Robert Smalls. Robert Smalls. Y'all got to remember his name, because they made him feel this small. When there was the Confederate Army, and the Union Army. And they were slaves. And Robert couldn't get to the Union Army. Some slaves could get to the Union Army. Some slaves could get to the Underground Railroad, but some of them couldn't. They had to be creative. They had to come up with other ways. They had to wait. Some of our ancestors had to wait a whole year till Christmas came, and the slave master, everybody was drunk, and then they could take everybody, the babies, the kids, the elderly, and then they could make their escape. So it just depends how they did it. Our people had to be so creative. So Robert Smalls couldn't get to the Union Army, but the Confederate Army made him learn to pilot the ship, the Planter. And he didn't want to pilot that ship. Why make me pilot this ship? And I know we finna go kill abolitionists who are trying to assist black slaves. We finna go bomb and shoot up black people. But why I got to stand here and take you? I got to guide this ship. I got to steer this ship while you get your guns ready and you annihilate my people. But that's what they made him do. He had to do it or they would have killed him. The other crew on the ship, they would have just made somebody else do it. They done shot Robert dead, and you get your ass up there and you steer this ship. So Robert did it. But in all of that steering and thinking and crying, I know he was so emotional. He probably wanted to steer that whole ship over the motherfucking cliff. But he didn't, because the ancestors told him, hold on. Hold on. When he started asking them, this is not what I want to do. I want to be free. I don't want to go here and have to put them in position to kill my people, to murder my people. And he got the seed just like that. The light bulb went off. Take the ship. Steal the ship. He became so good. He became so good piloting that ship. He perfected it. He ran that ship like it was a smooth locomotive. Like it just came off the car lot. Because he got that good with it, because, see, he had a purpose now. He knew what he was doing now. And the white men on the ship, I can imagine they get drunk, they get rowdy, they fight. They probably, attack the black men and rape them, whatever they doing. But they hung on, robbing them then. Maybe they didn't rape them and stuff. I don't know. They were some damn cannibals. It's hard to say what they was doing to our people when they had them. So they bided their time, but they planned together. Robert and the other black crew, they planned together and they came up with a plan. When they asses get drunk again, all of them, because I guess it was certain days, maybe holidays, that they all got drunk. But during the rest of the year, only maybe one or two getting drunk, and the other three on the ship. So at that vulnerable time, Christmas, everybody drunk, nobody's woke but the crew. And the white men, they done came off the ship, they done docked. Everybody in there, and they drinking and they celebrating and stuff. And Robert and them, they just waiting. And soon everybody sleep. Robert and them been planning. They done stored up everything they taking with them. So they just easily grab all their stuff and get on the ship, and they leave their motherfucking asses. And I don't know, in the middle of the night, I guess it got cold. Wasn't nobody heat no more. I guess it got cold. Somebody might have got hungry. They were drunk. They fell asleep drunk. But they thought when they woke up that the black slaves were still going to be there. They thought Robert and them, the crew, was still going to be there. Because, see, over time and stuff, I guess white folks were like, finally, we broke them. We don't have to worry about Robert and them running off again. They finally accepted that this is their lot in life. Because that's what the Bible taught us. The Bible said, slave, don't question your lot in life. Don't question your master. So white folk were like, yeah, they finally accepted it. They got drunk and stuff, and then, honey, they started waking up. Timmy, wake up. Bobby, Billy. And then they're like, Captain, where's the captain? But the captain was like, I'm here, because his ass done went to the back and done fell asleep. And then they're like, well, the captain here, everybody here. And then somebody hollered out, Robert, come here, nigger. But Robert didn't say nothing. Then they called the other crew members. Didn't nobody say nothing. So somebody looked up. And they're like, where's the ship? Oh, hell. Everybody started, oh, shit, the ship gone. They look out, run outside the ship, already halfway across to the Union Army. White folk didn't know what to do. Some of them ran and got in a little ferry boat because they finna chase the ship. In a little ferry boat. That's what happened with Harry and them too. But the other whites, they got on horses. So Robert and them on the ship, and they going to the ferry. The white men on horses, and they riding on the land, but they shooting at the ship. Bullets just whizzing everywhere and stuff. Because, it was a war. It was wartime. They were going to war and stuff. So Robert and them done got closer to the Union Army, and the Union Army notices, wow, that's a huge, they just seen it in the middle of the night coming. But they didn't know what it was, but they knew it was coming. When it got a little closer, they were like, oh, that's a huge ship. Oh, there's a Confederate ship coming over here by themselves. So they're like, oh, get ready. It's time. Because they probably were thinking the other ships is coming on, other routes. But it wasn't. It was just that ship Robert and them done stole. So they ready to shoot. They ready to fire up on them. And then they seen the flag. One of their asses done left a t-shirt or something. I don't know. Done left something on the ship. So Robert grabbed it and started waving it. Then the Union Army, oh, hold fire. They seen the whiteness. White means surrender. We give up. And when they looked through the thing like that right there, they seen nothing but the black crew on the front. And they're like, oh, they're here. They saved themselves. They're coming. Now, they didn't know if white people was behind them or not, but they probably looked at the expressions on their faces because they was free. And they knew that, yeah, they escaped. So when they got the ship, honey, the ship had Gatling guns on it. It had rifles. All of their ammunition was on the ship. When they got in the below the deck of the ship, it was so many notebooks down there, y'all, with all the strategies, the plots and plans, how they planned to overtake the Union Army. Oh, honey, he delivered. It wasn't just a ship he delivered. He delivered a life-saving a miracle when he stole that ship and delivered it to the Union Army. And Robert used that ship in the war, I think. He was the one that piloted, him and that crew used that ship against the Confederate Army, kicked their asses with their own ship. Yeah, with their own ship. That was Robert Smalls. Remember it because they made him feel that small, making him do that. But honey, that man was 10 feet tall, if not more, when he stole that ship. We had to be creative to get away from white folks. So creative. Henry Box Brown mailed himself in a box. He only told a few people about it so they can nail him shut. But can you imagine knowing that it's a way to escape, but you can't get there? It's an underground railroad, but you can't get there. You don't have the means, the resources, nobody to lead you to even the first station house. So black people had to come up with other ways to get away. You know, some of them waited till Christmas when everybody was drunk and stuff, and then they eased off. Some of them just left in the middle of the night, just took off running, which lessened their chances of making it to freedom. Because you just done took off running, blindly running to freedom. Dogs is after you, white men on horses. All the other counties are on the lookout now because they know if somebody done escaped, a slave done escaped. But William and Ellen Craft, Ellen was so light-skinned that she was so fresh she could pass for white. It's a movie that I would like us to watch along our journey. As we're, journey and stuff. And it's called Passing. But Ellen was so light-skinned that she could pass for white. And they were thinking, how can we get to freedom? How can we do it together? Maybe they could have together made it to the Underground Railroad. We don't know what their circumstances was, though. So they thought, they probably was thinking like, the Underground Railroad, it could be accosted. Someone could tell, could snitch. They could find out. So they thought they would take their chances on their own. And they did. What they did was, since Ellen looked at white, they dressed her like a white woman. She probably didn't have on the fancy, attire and stuff. But she had on some modest white clothes, And white folk, they don't care if you a raggedy white person. You still more than a black person. So Ellen was able to pull it off, and they put her arm in a sling so she didn't have to sign nothing. And since she was injured, it wasn't no conversation. Because, I'm pretty sure she sounded not like a white woman, So they just lessened her interactions as much as possible. And William, he was like her slave, and he was taken to her appointment in another county or somewhere, for her injury. That's how that happened. And they made it to slavery. They made it to freedom. William Box Brown made it to freedom. When his friends nailed him shut and stuck that this side up, fragile, this side up, he made it to freedom. When he got where they mailed him to, and they opened the box and he popped out. And William Box Brown, that's when they started calling him Box Brown. They probably started calling him that when they put him in the box and mailed him off. Yeah, I wonder how Box made it there yet. Box gonna send us a message and let us know he made it, And he made it. William, his name is Henry Box Brown. Now, Ellen, her husband, that's William and Ellen Craft. And then we have Robert Purvis, who put 9,000 people that we know of on the Underground Railroad because he inherited all the wealth from his slave master daddy and used all that wealth for his mama people, the slaves and stuff. And then there was Robert Smalls. Remember, they made him feel that small when they made him man that ship. And he stole the ship. So many wonderful people of ours. So many wonderful stories. This right here, this is what'll motivate our babies. Our babies, they so restless. Mentally, physically, emotionally. Our babies is so restless out here. We've been restless. I'm going to tell you this. As soon as I lost my book on roots, my roots book, that's when I went downhill. I started sneaking into clubs. I started smoking cigarettes when I was 14. When I lost my connection to us, and it wasn't even African American heroes, it was the book of roots. You know, Alex Haley. I was like a little girl, 12, 11, 13, somewhere like that. But I know by the time I was 14, I didn't have that book anymore. But that's when I started sneaking into clubs, smoking cigarettes. You know, school wasn't interesting. I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to learn this shit. But I didn't know why. My family didn't know why. You see, no one knew why. They just thought, oh, shit, you done lost interest. Well, don't be like, you know, don't be a loser your whole life. You know, you got to get an education, you know. But I'm just saying, once I lost my connection to our greatness, because even though I didn't see any inventors and scientists and scholars in the book, the perseverance, what those people went through in that book, what they survived, it was enough. It was enough. It's enough to keep our minds from being misled by white America. White America. That's who it is. Say it. That's who it is, white America. Hell, white America, it's up to them if they hit or not. Hell, it's the truth, what a lie. Only, my grandmama used to say, only a hit dog hollers. So white America today out here now, next door. If it ain't hit your ass, then why is you hollering? Because they know it's their culture. They know it's their culture. And now I didn't do it. No, I didn't do it, Face. I wasn't there, Face. No, but you knew. You knew. And it was okay with you as long as nobody else knew. That's how they're able to sleep at night. Well, I don't know. Maybe demons do sleep at night. We just don't have that type of mindset. We're not that type of people. We're different. Stop letting them tell us we're the same. We ain't the same. They had a chance to be like us. They had a choice to be like us. See, we can't be like nobody else. Black America can't be like nobody else. Black people cannot be like nobody else. We are the parent of all people. Why we gonna be like somebody else? Why are we the first people on this planet? Why are we trying to be like somebody else? They want to be the parent of all people. They want to be the parent of all people. But they're not. Only the cosmos decide who was going to be the parent of all people. Y'all call him God. Some of y'all call him Yahweh, Yahuwah, Yahushua. You know what I'm trying to say? That's who decided who was going to be the parent of all people. It wasn't us. It ain't white people. We got to wake up and start thinking. I know. Oh, she really in left field today. Because I'm thinking on my own. Because I'm thinking. Don't you think, Black America? We got to start thinking. Not what we was taught. That ain't never done us no good. That ain't done us a damn bit of good. None whatsoever. The little perks and benefits that we do, yeah, we better now. No, we ain't. No, we ain't. Black America is not better now. We might be better off if we give all of that bullshit, that man-made shit back, and we just stick with what we got, what we created. We'd have been better off. We would be better off. America would be better off. Hell, everybody thinking like white folk. Everybody got this mindset. And you know what, Black America? It's all about you. When everybody and their mama turn and look at you, you better know they coming for you. You better know. Just like we reading at midnight with the ancestors about the draft. Our white folks were so pissed off and mad about the draft. Ooh, they was angry. Was it the white folks, the Irish? They wasn't black. But they was pissed off about the draft. Oh, honey, they was ready to go in. And somewhere along the way, somebody must have said, the damn niggers. We didn't even have nothing to do with it. All of a sudden, everybody just shifted their attention and started attacking black folks. I thought that's what was going to happen with the January 6th riot. That, you know, that little, whatever it was, that ass whooping with the chairs and stuff. Black people, we got to keep chairs now. And I thought that's what was going to happen. No, it wasn't that. I thought it was going to happen. It was the riot at the Capitol, wherever they was at. When I think it was the Capitol, something about Donald Trump. I didn't really watch it and stuff, but I heard about it, and I remember thinking, damn, I thought they all were going to turn on black people. But y'all know they was at the Capitol or something, and white folks started busting in the windows and kicking down doors and stuff, trying to get into the building. I don't think it was the White House, but that lady, that Babbitt lady, what was her name? She tried to go through the window, and they shot her and killed her. But they were saying her ass was in the military or something, so she should have known that she was breaking the law and not to do it, but hell, they killed her ass anyway. Well, I think it was one black person that was there that I seen anyway. And I remember thinking, oh, hell, everybody finna turn and whoop his ass. Everybody finna turn against black people. But black people didn't really turn out at that event. It was mostly white folks that was there. And they the ones started tearing up that building and stuff, going inside, killing people, shooting at folks. They were writing on the walls and stuff, breaking stuff. I think they shot at somebody, but I'm sure somebody know what I'm talking about and stuff. But the same thing. That's what happened with the draft. They went from being pissed about this, and then their focus just turned and shifted right to black people. And that's where they unleashed their rage at. All that rage, that savagery, they unleashed it on black folks. Yep. What make us think it's not going to happen again? But see, this time it's not just white culture. We got everybody else in the world here. Because see, white America done made the whole world hate black people. Hate melanated people. We don't care where you from, what you look like, how big you is, how little you is, how gentle your voice is. We do not care if you is black, you is non-white, you ain't Caucasian, you got one drop of blood in you, we hate you. We ain't got no safety. And see, this is all over the world. Some of us ain't never even been out of the country. Hell, ain't even been out of our state. Some of us ain't even been out of our little bitty town, our little hick towns that we done lived in our whole life, that we done hidden and lied and forgot about and excused. Oh, we done forgot about and excused. We done let it be, done left it alone. We in our little hick towns and stuff. It's a new day. We getting along. My son, like your daughter, but ain't nobody brought up what happened. Can we get some healing? Black America. See, it's a whole game. It ain't nothing but a game to keep Black America distracted from Black America, from the greatness. When I'm telling you, the only thing our babies need is right here. This is all they need. This is all they need. Then you know about the many agendas. Oh, honey, I thought it was just laws and acts and like the black codes. Honey, these folks there was the compromises, so many projects, operations, y'all. So many sabotages against Black America. It make you wonder, dang, why? Why y'all got all of these sabotages against Black America? When Black America, and everybody know Black America is the betterment for the whole world. This right here, Black America, betters the whole world. Not just this country. Not just this country, because the whole world, tell you the truth, the planet, the animal kingdom too. The animal kingdom is waiting on Black America to wake up. Wake up. Black America is that special one because Black America endured this. Black America, and these are the only books. These are just a few books I have for now. Oh, I got some more that we're going to be reading and stuff. Black America endured. I'm just saying. I don't have the really big books like what is Destruction of Black Civilization? I don't have those books like that and stuff. I got quite a few books on lynchings and stuff. We do have a nice library here. We do have a nice library here, and we're going to be reading, we're going to be studying, we're going to be learning. The more of us get here and stuff, we're going to be doing activities. It's time to put it into action. Because, see, we got to get through this hurt. We got to get through this hurt that has caused this self-hate on Black America. This is it and this is all. Don't nobody want us to get it. You already know. Ain't nobody going to want you to get it. Some people, it's finna be a shift. Some people finna leave you. You're going to have to leave some people. You got to make the decision, Black America. You got to make a decision. We have to make our own decision. White America do too. I think their decision been made, you know, and that really ain't my concern. I really don't give a damn what decision white America makes at this point because face ain't giving no mercy. I'm not giving no mercy. I don't have no mercy to give to white America. I truly don't. All I can do is be cordial, civil, respectful, non-harming. Me discussing this ain't harming nobody. I ain't told nobody to go out there and kick some ass on behalf of our ancestors. I ain't saying nothing like that because I don't advocate violence. I'm a mean drunk, so I don't drink. Because I'm a mean drunk. I do not drink. You sure ain't going to want to talk about Emmett Till if I'm drunk. You ain't even going to know who I'm talking about. I'm probably going to black out and not know either. It's a whole game. But no, I don't advocate violence. I can't even stand to look at violence. Hell, I'm having a hard time reading violence. Me, I'm having a hard ass time reading what was done to our ancestors. Yeah, I do. Shit, don't make it seem like, oh, we can read it just like we reading a recipe. I can't do it. Even if I was the best, most fluent reader that I know, I'm sure some of y'all read very well. But to just speed read, I don't think it can be done. I don't. And I don't think it should be done. Because you can't just speed read through nothing like this. I can't. I read multiple books at one time. But Black America, we got to be gentle with us. We must be gentle with us, Black America. We got to be patient with us. We know we traumatized. We got a lot of fear. We don't know what the next step is going to be. We don't know what it's going to look like. But we need to know one thing. Whose side are we on? That's all we need to know. Whose side are we on? And remember your 3 words. Thank your ancestors. Yeah, it's so simple. White America done made it so difficult for us, but it ain't difficult. No, it ain't difficult. They ass is difficult. Because they not pro-life. They anti-life. Everything about them is difficult. Why they do that to themselves, I don't know. Why white America do that to themselves, I don't know. They self-hate. They hate themselves. That's why they taking everything from us. You see, they taking everything from us so they can rebuild themselves. But I don't care how much white America make themselves look black, talk black, act black. They always gonna be this. They always gonna be this. I guess you can find ways to, refrain. I'm sure they can find ways to refrain from exposing that savagery that's in them. It's been done, obviously, because we ain't seeing it a whole lot like we was. But, that's out of our control. Yeah, that's out of our control. Hey, we can't do nothing about that. White America did not want to sincerely they did not sincerely want to integrate with us. They integrated. We all integrated with each other, but it wasn't sincere, not towards us. It wasn't sincere. That's why you got to ask yourself, Black America, whose side are you on? And you got to take them babies with you when you decide, if that's the case, because that's going to be on your hands, on your mind, that you left your little mulatto babies with their racist clanimals. Because you didn't know. I didn't know. Brina didn't tell me. Do that still mean you supposed to leave that innocent baby there with her ass? And you know, and she know that Karen and Ken and all of them, the rest of the clan, can't stand the color of that baby. See, Black America, it's time for us to wake up. We ain't got no choice but to wake up. So we had Black artists, though, because of music, y'all. Remember yesterday we did a little recap on Marianne Anderson. We've been learning about our singers, our musicians. The music, y'all. Our music, that's a key, too. They don't want us to know it. See, we really got all the keys. Black America got all the keys because we dominate everything. We dominate because the cosmos manifested us. But see, we don't know these things, so we can't unlock them because we don't know. All we know is what white America taught us. But white America is a motherfucking lie. Black artists. Under President Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal program, and we read this yesterday because we got the books about New Deal. See, when you thank your ancestors, when you do thank your ancestors, and that's all you got to say, thank your ancestors. 3 words. Hell, we tell people all day, every day, I love you, and they ain't saying, they don't even love you. They don't even say, I love you back. We read this yesterday because we found the books. The New Deal. Under President Franklin D. Roosevelt's New Deal program, Black writers, actors, musicians, poets, novelists, and dancers. We're not going to read the whole thing because, the New Deal had other resources under it for Black America. Black writers, actors, musicians, poets, novelists, and dancers were again revived as they had been during the Harlem Renaissance in the 1920s. During Harlem, think about Malcolm X. A lot of us seen the movie Malcolm X. And, they were dancing. I think it was at the Roxbury. And, the dances. The magical, wonderful dances. Ain't nobody drunk. Ain't nobody drinking, smoking. Black people just together in our element, having a wonderful time being us. Well, this is how it was revived, like Harlequin Renaissance. His New Deal, it kind of like revived us again. And the WPA program, you know, we read all those programs. And I got it on this paper clip, but we're not going to go back and stuff. You know how I get. The WPA program provided the needed funds to support the arts. This second burst of creativity was called the New Renaissance of the 1930s. One outstanding Black writer during this era was Richard Wright. And I think we got one of his books too. Richard Wright was born into a family on a plantation in Mississippi. His family moved to Memphis, Tennessee, though. There in Memphis, his father deserted his mother, leaving her with 2 small children. The mother was not able to take care of the 2 small children, so they were placed in a home for orphans. By the time Richard reached high school, his mother had suffered a stroke, and she was paralyzed, y'all. Despite all the hard times that Richard had experienced, he was still determined to be a writer. He wanted to write. That was his talent. He probably knew that in his writings, it could free the mind. With that pen, he could free people's minds. He could give people hope. He could write people's plans out and goals. See, the pen is very powerful. I'm a fan of the pen and paper. I don't even like technology. That's why it took me so long. But, you know, we got to keep up, Black America, with society. We still got to keep up. We just still got to keep up. I'm still a fan of the pen and paper first. But, yeah, he wanted to be a writer. He knew what he could do as a writer for his people. For his people. But we know everybody benefits from it because I'm sure a lot of people got some of his readings, you know. When he was old enough to go to work, he took odd jobs. Richard saved his money and used it to take his brother and his crippled mother to Chicago. He had hoped to find a good job and a decent place to stay, but he was mistaken. The Depression had left the Black Americans in Chicago struggling. They were struggling against poverty and hunger. And then you know it'd be cold too. But I digress. Richard would not give up. He became a member of the Federal Writers Project under the New Deal program. I haven't even read this yet. In 1937, he moved to New York. So he went from Mississippi to Memphis to Chicago. Now he in New York. There, he wrote his first book, Uncle Tom's Children. I heard of Uncle Tom's Cabin. So let's just highlight this. This our book. Afterwards, he produced many outstanding books. His first novel, Native Son. I think we got it. Native Son tells of a 19-year-old Chicago Black who accidentally commits murder and he's sentenced to death. The novel condemns racial injustice. 2 of his other books were The Outsider and The Color Curtain. The Outsider and The Color Curtain. And this was Richard Wright. The great composer, Duke Ellington. We watched some of Duke in the beginning of that last pamphlet we watched. Duke Ellington became a famous jazz musician. He composed and wrote his first song while he was still in high school. He went on to become one of the world's greatest jazz musicians. Mood Indigo, Sophisticated Lady, and Let a Song Go Out of My Heart were some of his best compositions. That was Duke Ellington before my time. He later composed another great piece of music, and it was called Black, Brown, and Beige. We're going to check out some of this right here. Yeah, we looked at one thing of his. It might have been The Sophisticated Lady. because that book has some of his other compositions in it. But I highlighted that. See, these right here, once we read one book, one paragraph may have 2 or 3 different lessons in them. And then you just go and look that lesson up, learn that, and that lesson may have other lessons in it. It's all about learning, Black America. We got to unlearn the bullshit. We got to learn and unlearn everything so we can relearn. We got to. What else we doing? What else is Black America doing that's more important? William Dawson was a classic music composer. He became Negro Folk Symphony #1. Negro Folk Symphony #1. During the 1930s, many Black Americans became famous actors. Some of them were Richard Harrison, Ethel Waters, and Paul Robeson. Black athletes. And see, we know about Jesse Owens. You know, we know about some of our most popular athletes. See, that's the thing, white America, white media. They'll tell us about the most popular, the mainstream. They'll tell us about our mainstream greats. But that's it. That's all we get. We got to look deeper. We got to go to Black media. See, we got to go to Black media. 2 of the most outstanding athletes during the Depression era were Joe Louis and Jesse Owens. Both of them were sons of poor sharecropping families. And we know how the white man treated sharecroppers. Both were born in Alabama, and they both moved to the northern cities. Jesse Owens moved to Cleveland. Joe Louis moved to Detroit. Jesse Owens became a famous track star. And Joe Louis became a famous heavyweight boxer. Yeah. Joe Louis was born in 1914 in Lafayette, Alabama. His family soon moved to Detroit, Michigan, looking for a better job and a better place to live. They were disappointed. The family barely had enough food and clothing to survive. Joe Louis attended school for a while. Then he dropped out to work in a Ford plant. There, he was assigned to heavy work. He did not mind the heavy work. He just used it to develop his muscles. See, Black men don't give up. Black men do not give up. They do what they got to do, and they use it for their benefit. He knew he had to work. See, just knowing that he was working so he can provide for his family and help out, that was enough. That was all the will he needed to do it. It was heavy, but he knew, I'm doing this to take care of my family. I'm doing this to help my family. So he didn't mind. He used it to build his muscles. Then he began to box with the neighborhood boys. And he found that the hard work at the plant had developed his muscles so much that he could easily knock down the other boys and just knock their ass down because he was willing. I mean, I'm sure it's a lot of men that worked it in the plant, but they didn't have the mindset that he had, see. They didn't have the mindset to be grateful and appreciate the job for supplying the funds that he needed to support his family. They didn't have the appreciation and the gratitude to recognize that, hey, I can build my muscles up like this. He was special, see. He had a purpose. And he looked for that purpose. He found his purpose. We all got a purpose, Black America. It just depends, are you looking for your purpose? Do you even want your purpose? Because some of us don't want our purpose. Some of us don't want, no, Daphne, my purpose, if it's this right here, I don't want to do it. No, Face, I don't want to do it. That's not my purpose. I'm not taking it. And so we reject it. We reject it. But Joe didn't do that. So he began to box with the neighborhood boys and found out that he was stronger than them. He probably was quicker than them too. That was the beginning That was the beginning of a boxing career that made him become one of the most remembered boxers in history. Now, I'm really not familiar with Joe Louis. I'm just not into sports, any sports. But I'm sure some of y'all are. And I'm sure some of y'all are proud just knowing that we still learning about us. You know, Joe Louis's name at birth was really Joseph Louis Barrow, Barrow. He later shortened it to Joe Louis. In 1934, he won his first amateur light heavyweight title. He fought his first professional fight in July 1934. He succeeded and knocked out his opponent, Jack Nacken, Knacken. Nacken was a heavyweight boxer. Joe Louis fought 36 professional fights. Then he went for the big fights. In 1937, he defeated James Braddock, Braddock, and became the world champion heavyweight boxer, a title he held for 12 years, a little over a decade, longer than any other boxer in history. That was Joe Louis. Afterwards, he became known as the Brown Bomber, because he just dropping bombs on him. He just dropping bombs, and he was known as the Brown Bomber. You ever hear the Brown Bomber? Somebody tell you I'm finna brown bomb your ass, they finna knock the hell out of you. You better get down. Yeah, you better get down, get out, and get down, because they finna come for you. Yes. During World War II, Joe Louis served in the United States Army. He traveled to Army camps around the world, putting on boxing exhibitions for the Army troops. He received the Legion of Merit for his record in the Army. When Joe Louis died, he was buried in Arlington National Cemetery. A tall marble stone marks his grave. That was Joe Louis. My brother. I didn't know they had moved to Memphis. But see, we don't know these things. See, we think we got to stay stationary. Black America, we ain't got to stay in one spot. We never stayed in one spot. We've always moved. We've always moved from place to place. Bettered our lives. If we can't better it here, we're going over here and better it there. We can't find a job here, we're going over there and get a job. We didn't just stay in one place. Jesse Owens. Jesse Owens was the most famous runner and broad jumper in the world. In 1936, in the 1936 Summer Olympic Games held in Berlin, Germany, Owens won 4 gold medals. He was the first athlete ever to win 4 gold medals at one Olympic game. He was the first athlete ever to win 4 gold medals at one game, y'all. The pride. Woo. He began his track and running in high school in Cleveland, Ohio. After high school graduation, he attended Ohio State University and became an even greater track star, if that could be possible, and it can, and it did. In 1937, he received his college degree from Ohio State. The Associated Press cited him as the most outstanding track athlete of the first 50 years of the 20th century. The first 50 years? He had one man, Jesse Owens. I think we got his book. Jesse Owens died in 1980. In 1983, people in Jesse Owens' hometown of Oakville in Lawrence County, Alabama, because he was from Alabama, both of them was, they decided that their famous native son should have a monument erected in his honor. Black Americans thought the monument should be placed on the Lawrence County Courthouse lawn. White citizens wanted the monument erected in a remote part of the county at Jesse Owens' home site with they motherfucking asses. Governor George Wallace allotted $2,000 for a monument. The monument was placed at Jesse Owens' home site. So they got what they wanted. White folks got what they wanted again. Even in its remote location, the monument was defaced and knocked over several times. White America ain't never been sincere. Ain't never been sincere. Even though they said, okay, we'll put it in a remote part of the town on his home site so it won't be seen. So y'all won't have to look at it. We'll put it back there in the back. The motherfucker still went back there and defaced it, knocked it over several times. Emmett Till's plaque some years ago, they defaced that, shooting at Emmett Till's plaque. They can't never get past this. White America will never be anything other than this. Black America, be civil with them. Be respectful, Black America, because we are the bigger people. But don't close your eyes. The inscription on the monument reads, "He inspired a world enslaved in tyranny and brought hope to his fellow man. From the cotton fields of Oakville to the acclaim of the whole world, he made us proud to be Lawrence Countyans." Yep. See, Jesse Owens made his people proud. We got to be proud of our people. We got to be proud of ourselves. I know mainstream media and society with their backstabbing asses always telling Black America that we ain't got nothing to be proud of. When you look out, we see none but our people losing their damn mind, just stampeding, doing so much harm and hurt in the world and stuff, and white America loving every minute of it. White America pushing every minute of it. But that's not who we are. That's not who we are. We got to start speaking up for us. We got to let us know that that's not who we are. That is not who we are, y'all. This Twilight Zone ain't for us. This Twilight Zone is not for us. Do you think that the inscription on Jesse Owens' monument really told how most people in his hometown of Lawrence County, Alabama, felt about him? The Black people only, and only the Black people. And this is what his inscription said on the monument. I'm going to read it again. He inspired a world enslaved in tyranny and brought hope to his fellow man. From the cotton fields of Oakville to the acclaim of the whole world, he made us proud to be Lawrence Countyans. And then it just asked the question, do you think this inscription really told how most people in his hometown feel about him? Not white people. Not white people. White people don't sincerely feel any gratitude or pride or joy, not sincerely, towards any Black person. Remember how they were crying and stuff over Michael Jackson? Michael! And then just faint and cry. How white people loved Michael Jackson so much. But it was only for their benefit, see. It's always only for their benefit. Nothing is ever appreciated and used for the betterment of everybody else, not Black America. Everybody else, yeah, they can get a piece of bread. But don't you get Black America no bread, you maybe get him that crust right there. White America always been insincere with us. We don't owe them no damn, we don't owe white America no loyalty. We don't owe our faith to white America. We don't owe our lives, our very thought, our very being to white America. That's what they thought. That's what they thought. But we don't. The Jesse Owens International Award. He got an award. It's given each year to an outstanding Black American track star. Let me read again. The Jesse Owens International Award is given every year to an outstanding Black American track star. Now that in itself is a lesson. Who all has received this award, the Jesse Owens International Award? And the ones that have received this award, they exceptional, they outstanding. We should know them. We should support them. We should uplift them. Before white America come around and say, oh no, I think we should begin to receive the Jesse Owens International Award. Like they do everything else. Well, they ain't getting it. In 1989, Florence Griffith, FloJo Joyner, a young Olympic medal winner, was the recipient. Yep, so in 1989, FloJo received the Jesse Owens International Award. And we could do the lessons after that. Who got it after that? Because they say it's given it every year. Even if it's still being given, that's if they haven't, stopped doing it, Another outstanding Black, and even if they have, we can revive it. See, everything that white America halts and cuts off from us, we can come right along and reinstate it. Even if we got to do it ourselves from the ground up. So what? You got to design a new medal. So what? You got to revise new plans. Black America, you can do it. You can do it because of them. They got the greatness that passed to you. White folks got the greatness that was passed from them. When we talk about greatness, we talking about this. Black America. When white folks talking about greatness, make America great again, they talking about this. You see the difference? So, Black America, like earlier, you got a decision to make. Whose side are you on? Now, let's read. Another outstanding Black American of World War II was Benjamin O. Davis Jr. He organized the 332nd Fighter Group and won the Distinguished Flying Cross. Distinguished Flying Cross. Have you ever heard of that medal? Wow. Benjamin Davis Jr. was the 4th Black American to graduate from West Point Military Academy. And there was only 3 others before him because he was number 4. He was the son of Benjamin O. Davis Sr., who was the first Black American to be made a general in the Army. His daddy was the first Black American to be made a general in the United States Army. For skillfully maneuvering his fighter squadron in battle, Benjamin O. Davis Jr. received the Legion of Merit Award, the Silver Star for gallantry in combat, and the Air Medal with the 4 oak leaf clusters. His entire unit received the Distinguished Unit Citation in 1945 from President Harry S. Truman. I got to read that again. For skillfully maneuvering his fighter squadron in battle, he maneuvered them. He went under and over and around. He moved however he had to move. Calculated, precise. He didn't lose nothing. He was that just skillful. It was like he designed it himself. The cosmos was just guiding him, shining the light on where he was to go. And he listened. But honey, He maneuvered so wonderful. He received the Legion of Merit Award, the Silver Star for gallantry in combat. I mean, is it even possible to be gallant in combat? I mean, can you be so smooth fighting that it actually looks like a dance? It actually looks like an art. That's how it's said it right here. Gallantry, don't that mean smooth? And then he won the Air Medal with the 4 oak leaf clusters. And see, them are lessons right there, because I have never even heard of any of these awards. Of course, we wouldn't. Then there was Captain Charles Gandy, a division officer from Washington, D.C., was posthumously awarded the Silver Star for outstanding gallantry and leadership during an engagement under extremely heavy fire. And see, he was posthumously awarded. That means after death, I think. After he passed away, then they awarded him with that. Another division officer, Second Lieutenant Vernon J. Baker, was awarded the Distinguished Service Cross for fighting spirit and daring leadership. Albert F. Williams distinguished himself for his soldierly qualities, leadership, and dependability. For these qualities, he was awarded the Legion of Merit citation. Black Americans had served in the Coast Guard for many years. When World War II began, the Guard expanded to include 300 Black Americans who trained in seamanship, life-saving, and boat handling. And see, Robert Smalls didn't have no training when they made him pilot that planter, that Confederate ship. He didn't have no training, but he perfected it to a T. Well, yeah, they had training here. These 300 Black Americans had training in seamanship, life-saving, and boat handling. 1 year later, 3,000 Black Americans had joined the Coast Guard. 1 year later, 3,000 Black Americans had joined the Coast Guard. See, Black men ain't never shied away. Black men ain't never been no cowards. Black men is not cowards. Black men are heroes. Black men are saviors. Black men are providers. The coward is here. This is the coward. Black America, I can't stress it enough. We got to unlearn everything. Family, everything got to be unlearned. Black men ain't never backed down from nothing. Even knowing that they may not come back home. They might not see their babies no more or their wives. And they left all the love with them before they left. Because if I don't come back, you always keep your eyes open and on the prize. Because everybody else is. We got to stop this that's going on against Black America. That's making us feel like our men, our Black men, our boys, our sons, our husbands and brothers and cousins. Making us feel like they worthless. They ain't nothing. They ain't worthy. They don't deserve love. They don't deserve a second chance. But then a white woman, her motherfucking ass right there. Yes, we'll take you in, Tyrone. Oh, what do you need, Ty? I'll give this to you and stuff. Just so when the time is right, and Tyrone has been isolated, dumbed down, indoctrinated, he ain't nothing but a pawn for whatever they got on their mind. Black America, you must wake up and remove yourself. Woo! Spirit come through. Spirit come through. The first Black officer in the Guard was Ensign Joseph Jenkins. Joseph Jenkins. His name was Ensign. E-N-S-I-G-N. In case somebody know that that's their family. Ensign Joseph Jenkins was the first Black officer in the National Guard. Jenkins, I know some Jenkins. That's your family, your brother. Wake up. He was commissioned in 1942, 10 years before my mama was born. 10 years, just 10 years, to be the first Black officer in the Guard. When Black Americans returned home from the Spanish-American War, they had hope for better treatment. When they returned from serving their country in World War I, their hopes was the same. They were still hoping for better treatment. But when they returned home from World War II, they did not hope for a better life in America. By that point, Black America was like, Black men were like, fuck the dumb shit. We ain't expecting nothing better when we get back to America, because we know the motherfuckers gonna be ready to ride us again. You see, Black America always, the Black man has always held out hope and gave the benefit of the doubt that somehow, some way, it would be a change. It wouldn't be this demonic evilness, this craving, this lust for Black bodies and blood. But it always was. So when Black men came home from World War II, they wasn't looking for no congratulations from white folks, no validation from white folks, no appraisals from white folks. Because by then they were like, hell, they don't care. White folks never cared. They didn't care after the Spanish-American War. They didn't care after the World War I. They just never cared. White folks was hoping, probably during the whole entire time, white folks was hoping that things would turn it back around, flip around, so they can put them back in chains, so we can re-enslave your ass. That's why even today, allegedly 2025, we already talked about that. We don't know if they even got plans to reinstate slavery now. I wouldn't put it past none of they motherfucking asses. I don't. So, yeah, that's where we at. But when they returned home from World War II, they did not hope for a better life in America. They were now ready to fight for a better life in America. They were not willing to accept things as they were. They was ready to change things. And then look at here. Here's a page with all of the medals. Let's see if you can see it. It's in black and white because it's for the babies. It's the babies book. We just using it to learn. You see, these are the medals right here. All of the medals. The different medals that Black men were awarded. White men probably hardly even got any of these medals. Because in the other book, it was talking about the United States decided to award medals to their most outstanding troops, their most outstanding soldiers. So it was like the Purple Heart. Well, there were 3 Purple Hearts. And all of them was won and given out. And then United States just decided we ain't doing that shit no more. They discontinued the Purple Hearts. But other countries decided they liked the idea. And other countries like, oh, that's a wonderful idea. What a way to honor your troops and your soldiers. So we're going to create our own medals and awards and, and the ribbons that, for troops and stuff to give out to our soldiers. And it was a wonderful thing to do. Black people, 3 Black men must have won them 3 Purple Hearts because America decided we ain't doing it no more. And America didn't do it no more. We are going to do a lesson and see if America resumed the Purple Heart. I guess they did. I hope they did. Or another, But yeah, I'm pretty sure, I feel confident that America changed their mind, especially once they seen all the other countries doing it, Because then America like, oh, we were the first one to do it. Now, motherfuckers, you stopped. Remember? You stopped doing it because most likely Black people benefited from it. Black people were so dominant. We so dominant even today. Something that we know nothing about. And just to see it or try it one time or hear it one time, We perfected just like that. That's because the cosmos is the professional at creating stars and planets and rainbows. The cosmos is perfect at that. The cosmos, the professional with that. So it is with us. It is with us. That's why we can step into something that's unfamiliar and dominate it. Because we are the cosmos. The cosmos manifested the black man and the black woman. And we ain't going to get into no debate with each other now, Black America, about who was first. I think the woman was first. The cosmos, the multiverse is a womb. It's a womb. And it's a womb to me because it's birthing stars, planets, constellations, all the time. All the time the cosmos is manifesting. See? And the womb manifests. So that's why to me, the cosmos is a woman. It's a womb. And that's who was birthed first, was the black woman. Because the black man did not come from the black woman. We know that here. Ain't no man out here that can give birth to a woman unless he was a woman and then, had that surgery stuff, but still got his womb. And that happened too. I think it was year before last, I seen a white couple, and both of them had different. He wanted to become the woman and she wanted to become the man. So she was sitting there with a face full of hair because she had started doing the manly things to be the man. And he was wanting to be feminine. But she still had the womb. So she ended up pregnant. And because she still had the womb to get pregnant. It was a mess. I almost annotated that so I can find out how did this break down to this. But then I said, this ain't even got nothing to do with black people. So, but it's crazy how shit just done flipped the script. Everything. Everything. Hell, the planet life, plants and trees, they bout waiting on Black America to wake up. The way these folks is cutting down trees out here, trees are alive. Trees are living. They are alive. Plants, your plants in your house, they are alive. And they probably, most likely, waiting on Black America to wake up. Who's going to wake up and put a stop to these animals that's ravaging everything? Who? I mean, is the sea life the marine life going to literally have to come up out of the water and tell us, we waiting on y'all too, Black America? I mean, magic is happening every day. All day, every day. We seen how in the Congo, the mountain collapsed. And the miners, the black men, was in the mountain mining. Because they under oppression too. Black people all over the world is oppressed. Made to do things that we shouldn't have to do. Like Robert Smalls, they made him pilot that ship to go kill his own people. All over the country, all over this world, black people made to do things they don't want to do. That's against pro-life. But see, the cosmos steps in. Mother Gaia steps up on our behalf. Because see, they are the ones. We come from them, cosmos. We come from the cosmos. And we go to Mother Gaia. Until we go back to the cosmos. We energy. We never stop. We never stop. Even if white America gets our number down to a tiny, tiny minuscule, we won't stop. The sun gonna blow up before we stop. Because the cosmos divinely designed us, manifested us. So who can say we getting rid of you? That's why we must wake up, Black America. That's why we must focus on us. So But I love y'all. Y'all my family. You my sister. And you my brother. A World War II hero, Dory Miller, to the rescue. It was early Sunday morning, December the 7th, 1941, when Dory Miller, a young black Navy cook, was preparing breakfast meal for soldiers aboard the USS West Virginia. Many of the soldiers had been at parties all night. They were still a little sleepy and hungover and, a little, they'd been partying. And some of them was even sleeping late. And the dining hall was almost empty. Wasn't hardly nobody there. But Dory was preparing breakfast anyway. Suddenly, a loud explosion rang out. Blue. Then another one. Almost immediately, the loudspeaker blasted the message. Air raid, air raid. They were dropping bombs. Without warning, the Japanese had made a surprise attack on Pearl Harbor, the United States naval base, located near Hawaii in the Pacific Ocean. Alarm bells rang out throughout the ship, beep, beep, waking everybody up. By now, all the soldiers were headed for the deck of the ship. When Dory Miller reached the deck, he discovered the ship's captain lying in a pool of blood, his stomach torn apart by a torpedo blast. Dory lifted the captain up and carried him to a safe spot. One soldier called to Dory to help pass ammunition to two machine gunners, and they was on the front deck. But Japanese torpedoes was falling so fast that before Dory could help, one of the gunners was struck down. Dory went to the unmanned machine gun. He wasn't even trained, y'all. He was not trained to operate the machine gun. In those days, Black Americans were only trained to be cooks and stewards in the armed services. And see, the last live, one of my sisters told me that whites didn't want us to fight in the wars because, one, they didn't know where we was at. Two, they couldn't keep up with us. And three, they were scared that we were going to get ammunition and stuff. Instead of going to fight in the wars against the enemy, we would have been, I guess, fighting against their asses. So, they didn't want us to fight in the wars and stuff anyway. So, anyway, Dory didn't have no training. He didn't have no training, but the gunner was shot down. So he took over the gun. Let's see what happened. Let's read. Dory went to the unmanned machine gun. He was not trained to operate the machine gun. In those days, Black Americans were only trained to be cooks and stewards in the armed services. Without training, Dory began firing the machine gun. He just took the initiative. He aimed the gun and blasted away at the Japanese planes. He is credited with bringing down 4 Japanese bombers without injury to himself. He didn't even get injured. Because of his brave act, Dory Miller was awarded the Navy Cross. This medal was established in 1919 and is awarded for exceptional heroism in combat. Exceptional. Black people are exceptional. I can't say it enough. We can't hear it enough. Admiral Chester Nimitz, Nimitz, Commander-in-Chief of the Pacific Fleet, pinned the ribbon medallion on this tall Black hero and read this citation. Distinguished devotion to duty, extraordinary courage, and disregard for his own personal safety during the attack on Pearl Harbor. Dory Miller, the son of a sharecropper from Waco, Texas, was only 22 years old when he received the citation. He was only 22 years old. Oh. Hello? Hello? Yeah, you here? Okay, call me when you get outside. Okay. I apologize not. Okay, so he the distinguished devotion to duty, extraordinary courage, and disregard for his own personal safety during the attack on Pearl Harbor. Dory Miller, the son of a sharecropper from Waco, Texas, was only 22 years old when he received the citation. In December 1943, 2 years later, Dory Miller was killed in action in the South Pacific. But his memory lives on as a man with great courage and determination. Every year, the Dory Memorial Foundation of Chicago holds a memorial service in his honor. And in New York, a group of houses bears the name of this courageous brave man, an early hero of World War II. Let's highlight that. The Dory Memorial Foundation of Chicago. See, when we go back through these books right here, we need to be writing down some a bucket list. I'm going to add some of them to my bucket list, but we're going to start a new bucket list. Because these is places that we can take experiences, lessons that we can take our children to. We can teach our babies. All of these things. We can unlearn all that bullshit that, white folks done taught us. We can learn all that bullshit. Unlearn it. It ain't doing us no good. The plan, a march on Washington. It ain't gonna be much longer now. We ain't even got much to finish with this book right here, you guys. The plan, a march on Washington. Perhaps you have heard of the 1963 March on Washington, in which Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. led over 250,000 people to protest unfair treatment of African Americans in voting, houses, jobs, and other areas. 250,000 people. That was an important march, but it was not the first time that a march on Washington had been planned. This is the story of the first planned march on Washington by a large group of African Americans. When the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941, America began to prepare itself for war. Industries needed more and more workers to produce war materials. African Americans made some gains in employment, but they were not getting their fair share of the war industry jobs. Time after time, blacks were turned down when they applied for these jobs. Is it fair? They was asking themselves. While our black soldiers go away to fight in the war, shouldn't we have some of these jobs that produce materials for the war? Black Americans knew the answers to these questions, and they decided that something should be done to call attention to these unfair job practices. Week after week, Black American newspapers wrote of the country's failure to give Black people their fair share of war industry jobs. Oh, we good enough to come over here and fight in the war and get killed, get maimed, paralyzed, blinded. But we're not worthy to work in the jobs producing the materials for the war. In 1940, the leaders of two Black American organizations, the NAACP and the Urban League, which we've read about both of them, along with A. Philip Randolph, met with Mrs. Franklin Roosevelt. They asked first that the armed forces be integrated so that Black soldiers could have the same rights as white soldiers. They also asked that provisions be made so that African Americans could get their fair share of war industry jobs. After the meeting, a few changes took place, but Black Americans felt that they were not enough. You didn't do what we asked. You did not do what we asked. You did just a little bit, and then said, well, that should hold them off for a while. That should keep them happy for a while. Like black folks didn't know what they was asking for. Like they asked for a quarter or a dollar, and you gave them a dime. See, the insult to intelligence, the insult to our intelligence. And so after a few meetings, a few changes took place, but black Americans felt that it wasn't enough. When President Roosevelt heard of A. Philip Randolph's plan to march on Washington, he was afraid that such a large demonstration would embarrass America in the eyes of other nations. Hell, America was embarrassing America. How the hell is black people marching on Washington to protest unfair treatment going to make America look any worse than this did? But nah, because it was black people demanding their rights, we got to find some kind of way to stop that. It's going to make America look bad to other people. America made America look bad. White folks made America look bad to the rest of the nations, to the rest of the world. Black people ain't never made America look bad. Hell, from what I'm reading and seeing now, other nations in the world is saying black people, y'all need to get the fuck away from white folks. Why are you still with white folks? Y'all love white folks that much you done forgot about everything. So now black people don't make America look bad. America make America look bad. White folks make America look bad. Don't blame that shit on us. He was afraid that such a large demonstration would embarrass America in the eyes of other nations. So he agreed to order an end to discrimination in war industry jobs. But A. Philip Randolph and other black American leaders wanted to end discrimination in government jobs as well. Because see, they decided, oh yeah, well, to keep them from going down to Washington like this and stuff, let's just let them work in the industry, the jobs that's building the missiles for the war. They got to get all of the ammunition built and stuff, the little bullets and stuff. Let them work in there and stuff, so they don't go down through Washington marching and make us look bad. But see, it was some black Americans that was saying, that ain't all we want. We want to end discrimination in government jobs also. Because see, when the war ends, we still won't be able to get jobs in government positions. So now let's see what happened. Let's read. Finally, when the planned march was only 1 week away, President Roosevelt issued Executive Order 8802. It stated, there shall be no discrimination in the employment of workers in defense industries or government because of race, creed, color, or national origin. A. Philip Randolph went on national radio. There were no televisions then. He went on national radio and told African Americans the news. The planned march on Washington had been called off, and a victory celebration would be held in its place. The door of opportunity had been opened. Thousands of blacks went to work in aircraft plants, shipyards, and ammunition factories. The executive order did not end discrimination the executive order had not ended discrimination in the armed forces. This would come later. and I think it still ain't sincerely happened. This would come later, but it had ended discrimination in the war industries and government jobs. This taught black Americans an important lesson: to stand together and to speak with one voice. See, black America, we got to stand together on this. We got to speak with one voice on this. Now, I know I'm not forgiven. I'm not forgiven. So we ain't on one accord right there. We are not. I want to say it right here, right now for face. We got to speak with one voice. I'm not forgiven. nothing that was done to our ancestors. Nothing that we're going to read about in any of these books. Face won't be forgiving them. So speaking with that one voice, mine won't be with forgiving. If y'all going to be hollering, we forgive you, we excuse you, you're going to be hollering it by yourself. That's where we won't have one voice. And we need one voice. We need one voice for this. We need our voice for us. We need our voice to give us the mercy, give us the benefit of the doubt. Yep, that's it and that's all. This right here might be all that. Oh, dang, I gotta go. I forgot. Peace and power to the people, family. I really hate to leave y'all when I get started because somebody need to be excited. Somebody need to want to learn about our ancestors because I sure want to read and teach about them. And I'm going to do it. I don't care if it ain't nobody here again but me and the ancestors. We're going to be here and we're going to be reading. We're going to be learning because, see, Black America, this is the last opportunity. Your babies, your little babies, y'all got some babies at home with you now? They're school out. They out of school now and stuff. Your babies need to know about their greatness. Your babies ain't going to survive. When you leave here, when we leave this plane, this ride, and we transcend, and your babies is still here, and they don't know nothing about their greatness. Don't leave them like that. Don't leave our future generations like that. Let's leave them something. We ain't teaching them to hate. We is not teaching them to hate. Just because we want them to learn the truth. And we can't even really pick one of these books. Yeah, I would pick this one. I would definitely pick this one right here. But if I had to choose between both of these books, it would be a hard decision for me. A challenging decision. But I would pick this book. I would choose this book. This truth is what I would choose if I only had to choose one. You might be asking why. For all the love you claim, Face, I would think you would choose the book about the African-American contributions, the African-American, their impact on U.S. history. I know we don't like hearing African-Americans, but that's what the books say. That's what the books say. We reading the book. And for a long time, Black America, we behind the different characterizations that they give us. You know how we was colored people, Negroes, Blacks, African-Americans. You know, we just had so many different names and stuff. Well, the collective, it changes before the collective even knows. You know, it's much simpler to me to just say Black people sometimes, you know. Oh, and I wanted to say, for those that were here, I went through and I changed reading the title, Reading of African Americans, Their Impact on U.S. History, to the reading. So see that there will be an understanding that it's the title of the books that we're reading. But yeah, I would, before I go, I want to say that I would pick this book. I would choose this book because, number one, it is not excusing what white America has done. It is actually letting our children, our babies, know that white America has not been sincere with them. Two, I would choose this book because it will also show the power, the faith, the love, the resistance that Black people have for each other to survive this, to endure this, to not today, even after all these massacres, Black people didn't hold any vengeful thoughts and plans and actions and feelings. And even today, after all of this, and it was so long ago. Not so long ago, like, when we was in chains, like 400-500 years ago. But it was a long time ago and stuff. But Black America, we must keep it at the forefront so that we can keep our eyes on the prize. Because if we lose sight of us, we ain't got what we need. It all works hand in hand. I would set this on the back and use this right here because I can always I can always help you see the power, the greatness in my people because it's in me and I know where it come from. See, I know whose side I'm on. Having people in our lives, having people on the job, just interacting with people that don't want you to know whose side you on. That can be your downfall, Black America. Because everybody, even our own skin folk, don't want us to know. They don't want us to know either or. They don't want us to know about our magnificent, exceptional, cosmic giving rights. They don't want us to know about that. They don't want us to know about any of the gifts that the cosmos is giving us. And they don't want us to know about what white America has done to us either. So Black America, we got to ask ourselves, whose side are we on and why? And I love you, my family, and I appreciate your presence and your patience. Because, I'm just here. I just made it here. And I can't wait for y'all to come too because I want to be on all y'all channels. I want to be learning any and everything I got to learn all across the board, not just reading. We need to learn about science too. Which one of y'all going to be teaching us about science because we're different. We are biologically different than white folks. Now, I can read the book on how we're different scientifically, but we need you to get your channel or tell us where it says so we can get there so we can understand how we're different from white folks, how we must eat different. We process our foods different. We don't have the same innards like outside. Everybody out here got 2 arms, 2 legs, 1 head, 5 toes, 5 fingers. But inside is different. So yeah, Black people, we got work to do and let's do it together. We ain't harming nobody. We ain't hurting nobody. Hell, all I said, face the nation, all I said was this: we ain't spending our money with white culture no more, and we ain't procreating with white folks no more. That's all I said. I ain't say we coming out here to hurt folks. Hell, white folks the first ones that said sleep with only white people. They were the first ones that said that. It just so happens that they was right. They was motherfucking right. Quit having babies with their asses. Quit having babies with them. That's right. Black America, it is what it is. You better wake up. Don't be mad at me. Be mad at they motherfucking asses. Because they should have been sincere with you, Black America. They could have been sincere with you. White America didn't have to keep killing, lynching, burning, skinning, dragging, roasting, dismembering. White people didn't have to continue with that cannibalistic train of thought. They didn't have to teach the whole world how to be cannibalistic like they are. But they did. They chose that. I know, fall in love with who you fall in love with. But if your ass sitting around white bunny rabbits, you're going to probably fall in love with a white bunny rabbit. So Black America, put yourself in position where you need to be for the betterment of your people. For the embetterment of your people. The progression of your people. Don't set your ass down, Black America, somewhere where you finna be ostracized. You finna be cut short, shot down, rolled over. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to your people. We gotta wake up and see it for what it is. This is a game. And it ain't checkers. This is chess. I know I'm learning to play chess too. We just got to unlearn everything. The game truly is Monopoly. I'll be back. I'll be back probably before midnight with the ancestors if I can. But you know, Black America, just wake up, just think. Think, people, think. Peace and power to the people. And I love you, my folks, my people. You my sister. Don't forget that. You my sister. You my sister, my brother. I know we got some hard heads out here. I know we got some hard heads out here. I know we got our own people that really love and cater to white people and do what white people bid, what white people want, what white people say. We like automatically think about it, how white folks want us to treat each other. And we do it. We do it accordingly, but not anymore. It's a new day. It's a new day. And we got to live this new day for us. We got to be better for us, for our children, our babies. So we finna get off this live right here, and you go love your babies, hug on your babies. Tell them about Robert Smalls. Tell them about the greatness of Black people. You ain't even got to mention their names. Just tell them about the greatness of Black people and get their little minds at least thinking about it. Tell them about Henry Box Brown. He mailed himself in a box to freedom. Ain't no harm in saying he mailed himself to a box in freedom. They do need to know, and they probably do, that we were enslaved. Now, we don't want to put it on their minds about the skinnings and the Black men hanging from trees or laying on fires and stuff like that. We don't want to put those images in their head. But we do want to let them know that Black people fight for freedom. Black people fight for their rights. We fight to live. You know, just let them know that the cosmos manifested them. Everything that's in the cosmos. Yeah, it is just so magical, so wonderful, Black people. Everybody love you. Everybody want to be you, Black America. But they don't want to have your struggles. They just want everything you got. Oh, sway me to dance like Black people. Do my hair like Black people. I'm going to talk like Black people. I'm going to act like Black people. Turn around to the back and you think it's a Black person. Yep. Make me think they trying to really wipe us out so they all can take it over. And then you know what's going to happen then? Then everybody else going to be getting mad at white America. See it like 300 years from now. They done lowered our numbers so much you don't even hardly see us no more. You see the Amish people more than you see Black people. And then other folks start telling white Americans and stuff, y'all ain't even Black. You slaughtered the real Black people. You genocided the real Black people. We can't let all that happen. Why all that's got to happen? We need to put a stop to this shit right now. And we know who done did all this, who done orchestrated this whole Twilight Zone. And then want to put everything on TV like it's just a movie. I knew it was a reason I really liked that movie, The V. Remember that series used to come out, The V, about the reptilians and stuff? I didn't miss an episode of that. And now I know why. Because we are the only human on this planet. We are the only human on this planet. Yeah, white folks got animal DNA. White folks got animal DNA, honey. Yep, they got animal DNA. That's why you see that rage, that cannibalistic rage, and that savagery. You know, they can't deny it. They cannot deny it. What, is this it right here? Oh, I just seen it. Matter of fact, I think it was this morning, maybe last night, about the cells, the eukaryotic cells, and then there's the prokaryotic cells. Well, anyway, you know, Black people is made up of like carbon and selenium, and white people made up like sulfur and nitrogen, that old harsh ass shit, like acid, ammonia. That's what white folks made up of. Black folks, we ain't made up of that. We made up of selenium and carbon, and it's one other too. Well, anyway, the eukaryotic cells, they have a nucleus and other membranes bound organelles. Other membrane bound organelles. I guess the organelles might be them little bitty tiny things. We'll do some videos on it so we can get a better visual idea. But anyway, white folks got chimpanzee cells. They made up of chimpanzees, insects, mice, dogs, cattle, bats, whatever animal you can think of. They in white folks' DNA. Black people, we don't have a nucleus or any membrane-bound organelles. We don't have them organelles from every other species, I guess. We're going to have to do some research on it. I just seen it when I was talking about it and looked over there, and there it is right there. We got 100% human DNA. See, we got to stop procreating with everybody. We got to motherfucking stop having sex, having babies with everybody. Because everybody is not human. White folks is not human. Now, I ain't mean to no dogs. I got a pet cat myself. I am not mean to animals. So don't act like, hey, you still they animals. Face calling white people animals. I just said they got animal DNA. Hell, it's in the books. It's in the books. That's why, you know, we got to learn. We got to read. We got to start reading. Now, somebody mad at me now. Yeah, she called them animals. Hell, I got mixed babies. That's your damn fault. That's your damn fault. You the one didn't have the patience and the time to find someone of your own self, your own race to love. Y'all the one act like, oh no, you love who you love. You can't help who you love, but then you move your ass way over there. And that just so happened, yeah, Becky looking at your ass. Yeah, Karen wants your ass. Hell, Ken sending his little sister over there to you. Just take accountability for it. It happened. You got your mulatto, your biracial kids. Teach them kids. Look at here. This is what happened. This is what it is. It ain't no reason your 17-year-old still don't know. 17, hell, they doing everything that you doing at 37, 47, 57. Now your 7-year-old child, start them off easy. Start them off easy. Shit, now let's not act like we a fool and a dummy. Because we ain't no dumb people. We've been indoctrinated. We've been brainwashed. But we ain't no dumb people. So peace and power to the people, black people. Because we need it. We deserve it. And we want it. But I love you all. And I'll be thinking about y'all. And I'll be thinking about our ancestors. That's who I be thinking about. And I know we got some heroes among us. I know we got some heroes among us who's not scared to put in the work. Who ain't scared to read. Who ain't worried about what white folks gonna say. What is they gonna say when they find out that I'm reading about the lynchings in Duluth? Hell, they ass ought to be reading about the lynchings in Duluth. Duluth, Minnesota. We gonna read about lynchings everywhere. So, you know, you decide where you want to be. Because we already know on Bolden Unchained. Peace and power to the people. And we'll see you tonight, midnight with the ancestors. Either we gonna see you or you might see us. But we gonna be there. I know, right? Just do it, family. Just do it. Don't be scared. Don't worry about nobody. This right here just gonna show you who's on your side. This right here just gonna show you who's on their side. That's all. That's all. Spirit comes.